stream. My name's Tammy. I'm an expat from Orlando, Florida, in case you don't know me. And I have an interesting topic that I'd like to discuss on this live stream, but we are going to wait a little bit, see if we can get some people in on the conversation. So until then, if you're new, I want to say welcome, especially if you're watching this on replay. If you're thinking about moving to Southeast Asia, in particular where I'm staying, which is Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and you have a lot of questions, I may be a good resource for you. Just putting it out there. So I hope you enjoy the live stream, and feel free to be animated, be vocal, but just keep it respectful. You know what I mean? Like, we want to keep it rated PG as much as possible, but we can have fun in the live stream. But if you are one of my OGs that come in all the time on the live stream, you know exactly who I am, you know where I'm living, and you know what's happening out here. And that I always do, I do these types of live streams twice a week. And then I like to take you out on foodie tours in Phnom Penh and do those types of live streams as well, to give you a taste, literally a taste of Phnom Penh and all the great cuisine that it has to offer here. And it's not just Khmer food. There is literally food from all over the world that is housed in this city. And it's spectacular. You can never ever eat at the same restaurant twice or go to the same coffee shop twice in Phnom Penh unless you want to. So it's really up to you if that's what you want to do. But I see we got some people trickling in. So hello, welcome to the live chat. If you don't mind, please feel free to comment. Just drop a hello, maybe a little hi emoji. If you're not too shy, and maybe tell me where you're from. Where are you tuning in from? I'd like to know. And let me get my little chat box up here. Oh, hi there, T. Patrick. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're one of my OGs. Welcome to the live stream. Not watching football tonight? Or did I miss the football? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're slowly getting in. We're slowly getting in. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Maven's on board. Hello. Hello from California, Maven. When are you coming back? Curious, just curious. Oh, another thing I heard recently, the new airport here is opened officially, I think today. Yeah, so guys, brand new, 24th. I imagine you'll be flying into the new airport. It's open now. Hey, you like it? It's my new cup. Actually, no, it's my old cup and I just drew on it. What up? Clark's in the house. Hi, Clark. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh man, yeah, first sip of the day. The skies are clear and blue. It's beautiful. But yeah, once we get people on board, as you can see from the title of this live stream, this is an interesting topic that I'd like to talk about. I think, if I was putting myself back 4 years ago, in who I was 4 years ago before I actually left the United States, this would be a burning question. And I think there's a lot of that, with people that are already still in the United States. Was just watching James Casino live stream. Oh, okay. New airport looks awesome. Yeah, it does. From what I've seen, the Maven was there. She did a little thing before it was even open, and showed some on her live stream, and it was pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. I can't believe the prices in California. What did you expect? California is the most expensive state in the United States, and you're there. It ain't Cambodia, girlfriend, okay? Is the new airport closer to Central? I don't think it is. Maybe you could probably answer that. I think it's like from where I live, I think it's an hour's drive. I'm not close. It's going to take me a long time to get to the airport. I think it's further south out of Phnom Penh, sort of out in the boondocks out there. Yeah, she just said it's very far south. It's real south. So I guess to get into the center, like to get to Phnom Penh, what is that, Maven? Is that a 45-minute tuk-tuk ride? Or is it a good 30? I know for me, I'm on the west side of the city. It's going to take me an hour because I looked on GPS just for the hell of it, and I tracked the directions, and it said it would take me an hour to get there. So I'm thinking it's a good 45 minutes outside of the city. Clarkson, Cali, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, there is a public bus, 45 minutes on my moto. Okay, so you used your scooter and it was 45 minutes. Well, the bus will probably take an hour and a half. I mean, shit. The bus will take an hour and a half because of all the stops. But yeah, on your motor scooter, 45 minutes. So see, and then it's another 15 for me on tuk-tuk, so it's an hour. Sort of sucks because I was hoping they'd keep the old airport open. I'm literally like a 15-minute ride from the old airport. And I was thinking when I get ready to fly, before I knew they were building this new airport, I said, oh, that's perfect, man. When I get to fly out of here, I can just like, boom, be right at the airport, no problemo. Now it's an hour's drive. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Okay, so you can't believe the prices are so high. Well, we wait for more people to stream in and get into that subject, but I know, Clark, you're living in California. Maven, you're visiting. So tell us, what is the cost of gas? I'm curious. What is a gallon of gas? I'm also curious, how much are a carton of eggs out there? You know, fill me in. Clark says, Itchy Feet channel got in airport early. I think I saw something about him doing a video on that. Link is here. Okay. This should keep the old airport open for regional flights. $4 a gallon. Yikes. $4.09 a gallon. I was expecting more for California. It was like, that was a year ago. It was a little over $3 a gallon. It was like $3.25. Sometimes it would hover below. It was like $2.98. That was like a good day. Close to $5 for a dozen eggs. Well, that's better in Miami. $4.30 a gallon. Okay, I guess it depends on what part of the state of California you're in. A few months ago, almost $5. Wow. I can't even imagine, guys. That's too much for me. That's too much for me. I'm so glad I don't own a car. I'm so glad I am not reliant on an automobile. Like when you have a tuk-tuk at your fingertips, it's almost like having your own personal driver. I fucking love it. It's like having a private chauffeur. Hey, Emery girl. Hey, welcome. Clark says $10 for a dozen eggs average, unless big box store will be about $5 a dozen. What are the chickens on strike? That's crazy. Maven says, I agree, Patrick. I don't know what their plans are. Yeah, I think I read somewhere about the old airport that they were just keeping it open for like military purposes and helicopters. There's a lot of helicopters. Like they come out here, believe it or not, I hear them over my head 2 times a week. So I don't know if that's part of their military thing, but I hear them going back and forth, or maybe they're just transporting rich people around. I don't know what they're doing, but they have helicopters out that come and go. But I haven't heard any lately, so I don't know. Maybe because all this restructuring with the airports, who knows? But yeah. Somebody was in the chat not long ago who's from Miami, Florida, and he said in Miami Beach, a dozen eggs was $12. So how can it be 12 bucks in Miami, a buck an egg, and it's only like 5 bucks in California, unless, like I said, unless the chickens are on strike? I have no idea. I could not afford to live in my home if I didn't purchase it 10 years ago. I believe it. Yeah, ouch, right? No shit. That's what I even told him. I think his name was Jose. I said, Jose, you're pulling my fucking leg. There's no way a dozen eggs in Miami, Florida is 12 bucks. And he said, no, I'm serious. They're $12 a carton. I was like, I ain't eating no damn egg. I said, you know how much I'm paying out here? $1.40. Although they have creeped up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of inflation's hitting out here. But I saw them for $1.50 the other day at the store, and I thought, oh, they went up 10 cents. I'm worried about $1.50. Okay. Okay. What Maven? My mom mentioned when prices spiked, it was because they called the chickens for bird flu. That's their excuse every fucking time. Bird flu. Why are they always getting sick out there? Ask yourself that question. I never hear about bird flu out here. Clark says the cost for rent of a studio apartment is about $1,500. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. A studio. That's not even a 1-bedroom. That doesn't even give you like breathing room. That's like everything inclusive, right? The studio's got everything in it. Shit. And then you got your utilities on top of that. So how much is electric out there when you run your AC? I'm curious about that too. It's expensive in Denver. Okay, you're in Denver, Colorado. It's expensive everywhere. Although I've seen and read online that if you want to live in the middle of America nowhere, like Kansas, the tornado belt, it's cheaper. There ain't nothing out there and you can't get no Wi-Fi, and your house may get blown away by a tornado one year, but hey, it's cheaper. Utilities are about 400 bucks. Oh, dude, that's more than my rent out here, bro. Shit. With my rent and my utilities, I spend, well, this month it should be about $415 as my rent went down 20 bucks. Did you hear that? $415 all in. That's electric, water. I don't pay for Wi-Fi. I don't pay for garbage pickup, but it's electric, water, and my rent. About $415 a month. Now, grant you, I have a big gas tank in my kitchen, you know, what do you call natural gas for cooking. I have to pay 14 bucks every 2 months so I can cook. But I mean, come on, that's, even adding that in is like under $450 a month. So that's gas, electric, garbage, water, cables, about 400 bucks for a single person. I know. Marine Girl's so nice. I wish I lived. I wish. I live in Grovetown, Georgia, and prices are high here. Where is Grovetown, Georgia, girl? I've been through Atlanta. I lived just over the line of Georgia, North Georgia. I lived in Murphy, North Carolina. So if you went south over the line, I was right there in Georgia. I think it was Coppertown, Georgia, or something. I don't know what it was called. Blairsville, Georgia. So where are you at exactly? What part of the state? I'm curious. I have to tell you a funny story of what I did when I went through Atlanta with my kids. My kids will never forget it, and they still talk about it to this day. But hey, I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's a good thing we didn't get hit, but I'll tell you about that story here in just a minute. I'm gonna finish my coffee before it gets cold. Emory, near Augusta, Georgia, where the Masters is held. It is on the Georgia-South Carolina line off of I-20. Oh, you're closer to South Carolina. I got you, girl. Okay. South Carolina is actually pretty. I like some of the rolling hills when you go through South Carolina. I think it's nice out there. Not much here, but there is a U.S. Army base. Hey, at least you're safe. I mean, go Army. Go Green. I don't know. Shit. Are you safe? I don't know. You like Murphy, North Carolina? Yeah. I lived there with well, when my husband was alive. That's where I got pregnant and had my first child. My daughter was born in Murphy, North Carolina. That was not planned. But she was born up in the mountains up in there, and it was just a little bitty hospital nestled in the valley, Murphy Hospital. I had the best service, let me tell you. They took care of me like I was the Queen of Sheba, man. It was super, super nice. And yeah, she was born up there in Murphy, yeah. And then 6 years later, my son was born, but we ended up living in Ohio. Oh my God. My job took me to Columbus, Ohio, big city, right? I did not like Columbus, Ohio. We only lasted there for about a year and we ended up coming back to Florida, but my son was born in Columbus, Ohio. Big high-rise hospital with drills. They were drilling on the fucking maternity wall when I was giving birth. Can you imagine that when I'm trying to push? I'm pushing, I'm hearing coming through the fucking wall. I'm like, would you shut up? I'm trying to give birth over here, okay? It was crazy. Oh my God. When Hurricane Helene came through, the Red Cross had to feed our troops. We were about 2.5 hours inland and we got hit pretty bad, which was very unusual. Wow. Yeah, that was a sort of strange little event, wasn't it? Yeah, that was crazy. And if you can imagine this, my daughter was born, I know you guys don't want to hear about baby stories, but my daughter was born normal average size. She was like 7.5 pounds. My son, on the other hand, was a monster. He was born at almost 11 pounds, and I gave natural birth to him. Okay? I don't know how the hell this vagina did it, but it did it. So I was like, shaking after I had that kid. My body was just like in DTs, shaking and shit. And then there's drilling coming through the wall, and I'm like, oh my God. No wonder they call this labor. I had it easy with her. Like, I didn't even know I was pushing half the time. They're like, I was talking to the nurses when I was giving birth to my daughter, you know? They're like, oh, yeah, go ahead and push now. I was like, And then I start talking, and it was easy. She was so easy. He came along, he was like a fucking basketball, man. I was like, damn. The hell did you get so big? He literally came out a toddler, guys. He was literally almost a fucking toddler when he was born. None of his baby clothes fit him. Everybody was, you know how you have baby showers and they buy you newborn clothes and shit? None of them fit. None of them. Had to give them all back. I said, sorry guys, sorry you wasted your money, but none of this shit fits him. Don't even fit his leg. Oh, well, it just seemed like your kids appreciate you from your stories. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trade them for the world, you know. It's an experience, you know, to be a mom. War stories, right? Anyway, before we get into the main subject, let me just tell you this, what happened in Atlanta, Georgia. You're going to love this funny thing. Okay, I decided to take a road trip with my kids. We rented a cabin in North Carolina. I think it was Black Rock. So we were driving, you know, through Georgia to get up to the mountains of North Carolina. So we get into Atlanta. It's just me driving because they're young. They're not old enough to drive. I'm tired as fuck. I already drove all day through the state of Florida. And if you know how long from Orlando just to get to Georgia, and then from the Georgia line to get into Atlanta. The sun's starting to come down, and I'm like, okay, kids, we got to stop. We're going to have to get a hotel somewhere in Atlanta. Mommy's tired, okay? We're not driving anymore. So We get into downtown Orlando around sunset, or downtown Atlanta. I'm thinking of Orlando. We're in downtown Atlanta at sunset. And I did not see this, okay? I swear to God, I didn't see this sign. I didn't see it. So I'll tell you what the sign is, but this road is like at an angle, right? So we're going down a hill in the center of the city of Atlanta, coming down this road, and there's no cars on it. And I'm just driving down the hill because I'm in the city. I don't know where I'm at, and I'm looking for a hotel, right? I'm tired. So all of a sudden, I see these people lined up along the street, and they're all waving. They're all waving like this. Hey, I have the windows up with the air on, so I don't know what they were saying, but they're like, if you could imagine, like. So I'm like, I was looking at the kid, man, kids, these people are so friendly out here. Look how friendly. They're all waving and saying hi. So we get down to the bottom of the road. Then I see the sign. It says, do not enter on the street one way. Okay? I'm going down the road on a one-way street in the middle of Atlanta, Georgia. And I didn't even know it. Luckily, no cars were coming up at me. That's why everybody was saying, hey, I think they were trying to get me to stop and go the opposite direction. My kids they have laughed their ass off since that day, and they would never. I always bring that story up, like, Mom, like the time you went down the one-way street the wrong way. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that was the story of Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. Oh man, good times. I don't know, man. Oh, who's in the house? Wow, VA40H6. That's an interesting handle. America for sure. Cambodia is nice to visit, but if you are someone that has a lot of living to do and want to keep busy, then America for sure. Interesting perspective. We haven't actually gotten into that, but I want to get into this. Okay, let's do it now. Fuck it. We got people online. Want to keep busy in America. Well, it's pretty busy out here too. I'm in Phnom Penh. All right. Now, I don't want anybody to think, hey, she laughs a lot. Good morning. I don't want anybody to think that I am not American anymore because I've moved out of the country, okay? I am full red-blooded, red, white, and blue American, okay? My family's buried there. My relatives are all buried there. I will never forget where I've come from. I will never forget how I was raised. I am true American inside and out, okay? So, and I will never renounce my American citizenship. That's never on my mind because I still have skin in the game. I have 2 grown adult children living in the United States, and I don't want to jeopardize my citizenship so that it makes it hard for me to go back into the country to visit them. And I think even if they both moved out of the United States, I would still keep my citizenship. And I know a lot of people would argue that and say, well, why? Because you'd still be responsible for taxes. Well, yeah, but let's face it, if you renounce your citizenship, you renounce all your rights. Social Security, for one, okay? I ain't about to do that, and I do hope and pray it's still around in 7 years when I get ready to collect it. But here's my thought. When I take myself back to 4 years ago, before I even left the United States, when I was thinking to myself, should I stay or should I go? Here's the question I pose to you. If you're on a sinking ship and there is no lifeboat to save you, would you stay on the sinking ship and drown? Or would you find a way to live? I think right now, and this is my personal opinion, you don't have to agree with me. I saw America as a sinking ship, okay? And with me having no family to support me, I am my own family right now. It's just me and my children. They don't have financial means to support me. They're barely above water as they are right now. Who's going to save me if I start to drown? Okay, now maybe you have family that can help you out, but I don't. And it's not like I can just say, hey, save me. You know, I'm in financial debt. I need a lifeline. No, no, no. You need a new citizenship first. My ancestors in America is 1600s. I have same spirit to have home for a new life. Yeah. So here's my thing. I get it that people have joined the military in the United States. They have fought for our country all through the history of America. The ones that have died and shed blood are true blue Americans. They would never jump ship no matter what. Hell, I have family that served in the military, okay? My dad, my two uncles, all Air Force, all of them were military. And, you know, they would live, breathe, and die America. They would never jump ship because it's in their blood to save America. Let's see, VA says, I stay in Cambodia for a few months at a time, then go back to the US for many different reasons. I'd never renounce my citizenship. You are intelligent, so you will make the best choice for you. Okay. Clark says, I'm independent too, no kids, no family to help me. I have to help myself. You're in my same boat. You're in my boat, Clark. You know what I'm talking about. The veterans are not treated fairly at VA. No, they're not. And I don't want to speak for veterans, you know, like they love America, they love their country, and they love what it stands for. But do the politicians love them in return? Are they giving them a fair shake? Probably not. You're a veteran? Thank you for your service, Clark. That is why I'm moving overseas. And that, okay. Well, here's the thing. It's like, okay, I saw the ship sinking way before I left the United States. That's why I hatched a plan to move. And I was like, where can I go in the world where my dollar will stretch further, where I could actually be free to be me and to live and survive. Not just survive, but thrive, right? Well, then you start looking at other countries. South America, Mexico, Southeast Asia, maybe parts of Europe, you know, Eastern Europe, there's some cheaper alternatives out there. So then I settled on Cambodia. I was like, okay, I can do this. And I am doing it. So I think it depends on who you are and what you want to do. And it's just like, does it really feel like you are turning your back against your fellow Americans because you want to leave? Some people would say that you are. You traitor. You know, when things get tough, you're splitting. You're like a rat jumping on a lifeboat because the water's getting high. But yet you're going to come back and reap the rewards when America becomes great again, right? Yeah, I'm going to save my ass. You're damn right, because are you going to pay my bills while this ship is sinking? This financial ship is sinking down. Are you going to help me with my bills? Is the government going to help me with my bills? Hell no. I don't want to bring race into this, but I will tell you this. This color face is not getting food stamps. Okay? I'm not going to get any financial help from the government. It's not going to happen. They're going to say, oh, a single woman? Oh, you're of sound mind and body. You can go get a job. Yeah, but from what I hear, it's fucking impossible, next to impossible, to get a job right now. And if I went back to the United States, I haven't worked in 3 years, right? What am I going to say on my resume? What did you know what they ask you? What have you done in the last 3 years? Oh, I traveled the world and I lived in Cambodia. And they'll be looking at you like, well, why are you back and why are you wanting our job? You ain't going to get the job. Jump back into your comments. You see better healthcare in Thailand, Clark? Yeah, Emery girl, you seem happy and content, so you are doing what is right for you. That is what matters. No one else is paying your bills. Yeah, I am happy and content. I am. Lily's like, yes, preach it, sister. Woo, you know I got my chopstick. Clark says, there is a big world out there and it needs to be explored by adventurous expats who enjoy travel. I agree. She laughs a lot. The thing is, we can't afford to retire in Canada or the US. Worked for 4 decades to live on the streets. You preach, exactly. Emery girl, I am jealous of you having the time while I am trading time for money. Aw, man, don't be jealous. Hatch your own plan and get the fuck out of there as fast as you can. If that's your dream, don't listen to the naysayers out there. You gotta do you. You are the lifeboat. Ain't nobody coming to save your ass. That was the realization that I actually had decades ago. When your family dies before you, like you have no parents to support you. There's no backbone anymore. I have no brothers and sisters. I am on an island, a financial island of my own. Okay? Other than relying on the government and a bank, which are really 2 bad choices, I am my own financial island. I don't have anybody to fall back on and ask for money, right? And this is what I taught my children as well. I said, look, you don't have a dad anymore. You only have me, okay? Mama Bear Bank, that's what they call me. When they need help, they need money, my daughter's always coined it as Mama Bear Bank. And I'm like, well, Mama Bear Bank will loan you money without interest, but you pay back Mama Bear Bank, okay? But so far my son has been good. He hasn't needed any help. But he's young yet. He's 21. He hasn't really run into any snags yet, and I hope he doesn't. But yeah. Maven, no more credit rating. Doesn't everything need a credit rating now? You know what's so funny about that, Maven? My credit is up to 817 points right now. You know why? Because I don't have any fucking bills. I'm not behind and I don't have any debt. I've paid off everything. But then I think to myself, I don't even need the credit. What do I need it for? I'm not out here buying cars. I'm not out here buying a house. I don't even think Cambodia gives a shit about your US credit score. So really, what's the whole point of that other than to hold a credit card from America and be able to swipe it? Think about that. Yeah, she said, moving back to Southeast Asia is my dream and had been since coming back to Canada after graduation. Now I'm doing it next month. Congratulations. Congratulations. Very good, very good, very good. Very good for you. I'm not saying that moving out of the United States is for everybody, because there would be a lot of people that would argue with me and say, look, I'd love to do what you're doing, but it takes money to do it. And I agree. That's why I saved my nickels and dimes. That's why I paid off all my debt. You know how they say you make a plan and, well, you make a plan and you hatch a plan. It's like you not only make a plan, but you take action on that plan. That was me. My dream to get out of the United States was like a decade in the making. It took me good 10 years. I was raising my last child. I was planning my escape. I was like, where am I going to get the money? I got to pay off all my debts. I got to get rid of all my shit. I got to make sure my credit cards are clean because I'm going to need them overseas, but I'm going to treat them like a debit card. And the bill is going to get paid every fucking month because you never know when you're going to need that extra bread. Maven says, no credit ratings in Cambodia. That's what I thought. I mean, in the US, yeah. To rent an apartment or do anything needs a good credit rating, which is based on making payments. If you don't make payments, it goes down. Yeah, no shit. But here's the funny thing, Maven. I have a really excellent credit score, but I have no job according to the US standards. So if I went back right now to the United States and tried to rent an apartment with no job, I say I got my pension, $800 a month, and I have a great credit score, 817. Can I rent this apartment? They'll laugh at me. You need to have at least 3 times the rent in income, girlfriend, and you got to show proof that you have income. You need more than $800. We don't care if your credit score is that much. I wouldn't be able to rent an apartment. It's exactly right. She laughs about mine too. Years in the making, paid off bills, and sold the home and assets. It takes time. It really does. It really does. But, you know, I commend the people that want to stay and fight for the country. It's not that I don't want to fight for my country, but let's face it. I am one person. What am I going to do to change all of politics other than to cast a vote, maybe? Go into politics myself? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be president of the United States. How am I going to benefit myself and my country if I stay? I'm going to end up living in a fucking storage unit. I don't even have a car. When I go back to the United States, you know, a lot of people say, well, I'll just go live in my car. I don't have a car. So where am I going to live? Other than with my children, if they'll have me, which they probably would. But what if I say I had no children? I would be so destitute going back to the States right now. I would either be on the streets or I would be living in a storage unit. Whereas here I am here, look at the quality of life here. Look at this apartment. I'd rather be here. I'm not destitute with the money I have. I'd rather be here. We went to McDonald's. My mom ordered small fries. It was over $4. I believe it. McDonald's is off the chain too. Fuck them. Clark says, in California, most property rentals require at least 4 times income of the rent. 4 times? So if a studio is $1,500, you telling me you got to make at least $6,000 a month to afford that studio? Am I calculating right in my head? That's fucking crazy, bro. I wasn't even making that when I was working. I was not even making that when I was working. Oh my God. $6K a month. I don't know how you're doing it. I really don't. I don't know how you guys are doing it. But yeah, I hear now through the grapevine that the fast food chains like McDonald's, Wendy's, all of them, they're sinking. Nobody can afford it anymore. They can't even afford a fucking burger. I mean, come on. $4 for a fucking small fry. And McDonald's workers make $25 an hour. Well, that's in California. They don't do that. I think they make $15 an hour in Florida. Lily says, yeah, sounds about right. Oh, we got somebody new. Rolex. Where are you from? I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm from. Actually, I lived in different parts of Orlando when I was growing up. And then I moved to Winter Haven, which is like Polk County. Polk County redneck. Land of the Ford F-150s, baby. That's where I'm from. Oh, and it's trash. Yeah. The food is trash. I haven't touched a fast food burger or fries in years. I wouldn't even want to try it. I can't believe mid-restaurant start meals at $15 to $20 up to $30. Believe it, girlfriend. That's the sticker shock I got when I went back to visit my kids last Christmas. My daughter's like, "Oh, can we go through the drive-thru and get some fries and shit?" That's what I was looking at. I was like, "What the fuck?" That meals now, the meal deals are like $15. I couldn't believe it. I can live over there for 25% of what it costs here in Canada with a higher quality of life there. Yeah, absolutely, you can. Meals are about $20 each with tax. That's ridiculous. For what? A burger, fries, and a Coke? Shit, that ain't even food. What is it? T says, no, I wouldn't feel guilty about leaving the U.S. I've paid my dues. Retirement should be your time to enjoy without answering to anyone. I totally agree. I paid my dues too, buddy. Emery Girl says, the Bureau of Labor Statistics revised the job growth down by 11, well, wait a minute, by what? 911,000 today, the worst we have had. 911,000 what? Jobs? You know why? Because, AI's taking them, man. I bet you 10 to 1, my old job at the insurance company, I bet AI has taken over at least 75% of the work that I did. Because a lot of the work I did was on the computer and it was repetitious work. I know damn well that they got that in place and it took it over, and they probably don't need as many workers there anymore. Clark says AI is causing unemployment. Yeah. And see, and that's what's cool about here is I don't really see AI trickling into the Cambodian environment, at least not on a big scale. Now, maybe in some of the big, maybe you're a professor, maybe you see AI coming through, with students and everything using AI in the classrooms. But like when I was in the kindergarten classrooms, they didn't even have computers in there. Like nobody had a computer in those classrooms. So I think we're pretty safe out here for some time before that happens. So many engineers at tech companies have been laid off in the past 2 years. I believe it. Correct. Job growth was not really happening. Plus, there have been a lot of layoffs all over the country. Yep. I've heard about that too. BRB. Okay, Lily. Be right back. Go do your thing, girl. Cambodia is pushing AI and digital training. Are they? Well, they're pushing it because I think they want to get up to speed with the rest of the Western world, but there's still room. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a big deal right now. Let's see. Clark says AI devastated Silicon Valley workforce. Guys, I don't know. I mean, I have mixed thoughts about AI. I'm not putting AI down. I wouldn't mind to see AI take all of the redundant jobs out there that we don't need to be doing. But there's got to be a safety net for the citizens of all these countries where we can still not only just survive, but, we have money. Because if everybody's economic system is based on currency, right? Like, we're not barters anymore. We don't say, hey, I'll give you my shirt for a pair of pants. Everybody needs money, right? So if AI takes the majority of the jobs and nobody's making money, well, then they got all this output, right? You got AI and robots and they're mass producing, but yet there's nobody on this side to actually buy what's being mass produced. Who the fuck's gonna buy it? Well, yeah, you got rich people in the world, but do they want to buy their own shit? They're the ones that are doing the mass production. Do they want to buy their own products and services? No. So they got to come up with something, right? So I am always the optimistic porcupine that something is going to be good out of all of the bad. It's all going to be good. Got to think positive, guys. Okay, Clark. Thailand is test ground for digital currency and Cambodia is next. Well, we're pretty much already in digital currency with the ABA app. I see it now. Hi there, better late than never. Hey, Wonderlust Renee. Hey, join the conversation. It's fun. Clark, if I was a parent, I would push my child into the trades like plumber or electrician. That's what I heard. It's going to be a long time before a robot is going to come in there and plunge your toilet. I think that's a safe bet, bro. T. Patrick, basic universal income? No, I ain't against that. I ain't against that. I think that's a plus, man, especially when you're living overseas. Think about that shit. Free money, baby. For everybody. And you don't have to wait till you're 55 or 62. That's nice. Not being able to talk to a human when trying to do business makes me angry as a customer. Yeah, think about, okay, when you call a company, okay, you know I worked for State Farm. I had to call my own hotline because my daughter got into an accident and they wouldn't allow me get into my own claim on the computer. It was against their rules. Although I did, and yeah, I'll tell you that story. But I was supposed to play customer and go through our 800 number line to call another rep to pull up my claim, my daughter's claim, so that I could get information. I was stuck in this loop, and I was like, oh, these poor customers, no wonder they're so pissed when they finally get on the line with me, because it was like this really old elevator music. Like, they never even updated the music for like 20 fucking years at this company, right? Do 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 do. Listening, and then you're stuck on hold for an hour. And then you get the recording that says, if you'd like to leave a message, press 1. If you'd like a callback, press 2. And then it just goes with all these different options. If you'd like to just stay on the line, stay on the line. I was like, oh my God. Fucking crazy. But yeah, that made me angry too. Clark's like, okay. 200 an hour for emergency call. 200 an hour for an emergency call. What are you talking about? Like if you called an ambulance? Shit, I thought it was $500 for a ride to the hospital. Last I checked in Orlando, it was like, that's why ain't nobody wants to go to the hospital, especially get a free. It ain't a free ride because they charge you like $500 to get to the hospital, and then God knows how much a pill's gonna cost you. $20 a pill. It's like, just let me lay here. Plumber. Oh, 200 an hour for a plumber? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna tell my son about that. Get him in the plumbing business. Swear to get past automated systems. I figured that out years ago. Swear to get past them. I don't think a robot really gives a shit if you yell at it or not. You fucking robot, you! I said I need customers, sir. I need a human. I need a human now. One moment, please. Do 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 do. AI refused to let me speak to an agent with my cell phone company. Oh shit, the other day, I bet someone would call me if I didn't pay. Yeah, no kidding. Don't pay. Then when they call, just say, oh yeah, here's my problem, by the way. Hey Jose, back in the chat. Welcome in. Catch you later. Bye Maven. Take care. It does. It immediately transfers me to a live person. You cussing? You get a live person? Damn, girl. How come I didn't know that trick? Oh no, it didn't work for me. Like when I got stuck with Mint Mobile, I just got stuck in this endless loop of music and press this, press that, and then I ended up leaving a message. You don't hold back. You wild girl, you be wild. You a wild child. Oh my God. But yeah, tell me I see you guys' thoughts on that, but What do you think? Do you think I'm a traitor? Do you think I'm a traitor for leaving America and just looking out for me? Um, I'm going to tell you something. I have one living relative right now. It's my uncle. He's in his 70s. Like I said, he served in the Air Force. He lives in Dallas, Texas area. He used to he used to text me every single week ever since his brother passed away, which was my dad, just to check in on me. But ever since he found out I left the United States and I've been living over here, I haven't heard a word from him. I think he's mad because I bailed out. I think he's pissed. I don't hear from him hardly at all anymore. But I have to live my life. I can't live it for him, you know, and I respect him, but I can't live my life based on him. So, yeah. No, you don't think so? What are we chatting about today? Trader upset. Oh, Hosea, you came in late. Um, just, you know, the backdrop of it all is like, if it was me to do it all over again 4 years ago before I actually left the United States to come to Cambodia, would I do it all over again? And the answer is yes, guys, I would do it. Would I feel like I was trading my citizenship or trading my stripes, being an American, for coming to Cambodia? No, I'm still an American, red, white, and blue. You know, that's sort of what we're into right now. Hell no, Tammy, you have to take care of yourself. America isn't going to take care of you. That's exactly the part of the conversation we were talking about. I don't qualify, based on my skin color, I don't qualify for any kind of government help. I don't want to go there with the R word, but I'm just saying, this face is not qualifying for food stamps or SNAP or any of that shit. And I don't have 10 kids, okay? I ain't qualified for that shit. Not at all. Remember, even the stewardess on planes will tell you that you need to put the mask on yourself first. Exactly. You can't take care of others if you are not taking care of yourself first. Exactly. Exactly. I pay $100 for my cell phone and $100 for my Wi-Fi internet, $300 for insurance. That's just the basics. Cambodia, here I come. It's so expensive out there. T, if you had to return to the U.S., could you stay with one of your children? I could, but they'd want me to pitch in. Trust me, I don't blame them. Clark, would like to see you visit Happy Pizza Restaurant, review food and happiness rating. Is that the actual name of the restaurant, Clark? Come on. I will check it out. If that's the name of the restaurant, I'll do it, and I'll do another live stream. Am I gonna get high? I gotta tell you guys something. Hold on. Renee says, you need to follow your dreams, and cost of living in U.S. is outrageous. Right. More and more people are doing this with improved physical and mental health. I agree. We are going to have a really long chat when we meet in November. I'm looking forward to it, okay? I'm looking forward to anybody coming out here. I want to have a good chat with you guys. I want to get to know you and your journey and where you're coming from. And please, please let me do an interview with you, okay? Please. I know, Jose, you're going to do it, but I'm talking about anybody else. Anybody passing through Phnom Penh or is actually going to live here, I need interviews. I've only had 2 under my belt. I want to do more. And I've had nobody write me. So, hey, if you're watching this on replay, hit me up at Tami, T-A-M-I, at nextstepunknown.com. Write me right now and say, yes, I want to do an interview with you. And we'll make it happen. But yeah, going back to that. Okay, we're going to have a really, okay. We're all camera shy. Fuck that. No, you're not. I'll be there eventually. Malaysia first, then Cambodia. I know you're coming in. Do you want me to mask your face? I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. If you're camera shy, instead of me blurring your face out, why don't I get one of those medical masks? Or you can even just get we'll just get a scarf and we'll wrap it around your head like, some kind of wild looking military person, right? And all they see is your eyes. Nobody will know who you are. Now, I don't know about your voice. You might have to talk like this so nobody knows your voice. I think that could be fun. That would be a fun video. That'd be a fun video. Charles, hi Charles, welcome. I arrived in Siem Reap yesterday and I loved it so far. Great move from Thailand. Awesome, you just got in from Thailand? Okay, tell everybody, where were you from Thailand? Were you coming in from Bangkok? Where were you coming in from? And briefly tell us why you left. We could wear a high jeep. Yeah, there you go. Shit, no, probably better not do that. YouTube's gonna ban it. They'll probably strike my channel and shit and say that I belong with the fucking Muslims or something. I don't know. Not that I don't like Muslims, okay? If anybody's from Muslim, don't get your panties in a wad. I've met a lot of cool Muslims on the road, so. But I'm just saying, maybe we should stick with the medical. Nah, we don't want to do that. That's bringing back bad vibes from the sea days. I won't even say that word. Fuck that. But anyway, let me tell you, I went to the bakery yesterday after I did that live stream at the restaurant. I went to Mr. Piccolo's to get coffee and to get a couple of desserts that he has. He makes these little round cake balls. I know it sounds funny, but if you know how like Dunkin' Donuts has those little cake balls, he makes them homemade there. And one flavor I tried was really good, and I got some more of that. It's called the Kahlua. It's Kahlua flavored. It's got chocolate on the outside, really good. Then he had another one that was made from, well, it said rum flavor. But I was thinking in my head, I was thinking, it probably just has a touch. So there's a Kahlua, you could barely taste the liquor. You know how when you bake, the liquor sort of like comes out. I mean, I know I haven't drank and all that shit, but the liquor comes out of your baking and your cooking, but you just get that flavor. So that's what I was thinking with this rum ball, that it was just going to be like the Kahlua balls, right? This sounds so bad. So anyway, I ate one of each last night with my cup of coffee after my dinner. Dude, I don't know how much rum he baked into this rum ball, but my God, it was so strong of rum. I took one bite of that. I mean, I know what rum tastes like because I used to drink rum like crazy when I was drinking. It was reeking of rum. I took a couple bites of that shit. I swear to God, I think I got a buzz from that rum ball. I swear to God. I actually thought I was getting like sort of like drunk off the fucking rum ball. I was like, how much fucking rum did he put into this cake? I will never buy it again. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Okay, where are we at? Donut holes. Yeah. In fact, stay here. I'll be right back. I have 2 of them left. I'll show you what they look like. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Okay. This is the Kahlua one. It's got coconut on it. See that? Looks good, right? This is the dangerous little coconut flavored rum ball. Oh man, I can smell the rum out of this one now. This is a dangerous little hit right here. Now, I'll probably eat it because I did pay 75 cents for it. But I swear to God, I will never buy them again because, yeah, I got fucking high. You get high off that shit. It's like if they spiked it with weed or something. Charles says, coming from Pattaya, the city is dead. Oh, few tourists, too many street workers. Really? And policies change frequently for retirement visa. I keep hearing that, yes. It's too expensive to get a retirement visa and to renew. There you go. Right from the horse's mouth. There you go. Thank you, Charles, for sharing. And that's why a lot of people are not going to Thailand anymore. But you have to ask yourself this question. Why is Thailand making it so difficult? You know why, in my opinion? It's because too many of us Westerners have been flooding their country and probably driving their prices up for their regular citizens. So now they're fucking with the visas and making it more difficult for everyday Westerners like you and me who ain't rich to stay in their country. So it's sort of like they're weeding us out. You know what I mean? Like they only want to keep the really rich Westerners who got the money. That's who they want in their economy, and they want all of us hojos out. Goodbye, right? If you're only bringing in $1,500 a month or less, they don't want you no more. They want the guys that are making 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. They want the rich people over there. And that's how they're weeding the Westerners out, and they're making it difficult. That's just my opinion, okay? I'm just some chick on YouTube, okay? Anyway. All right, back to this. All right, I have a question about what type of bras to bring over. I need support. Girl, whatever bra fits these little puppies, that's for you, okay? Looks good for sure, yeah. They want the money, of course they do. Okay, WEF influence. I watch an attorney there and he talks about the WEF and OECD heavily influencing their current policies. I don't know the acronyms. Wonderlust Renee, you might have to spell that shit out for me. I need educated, okay? T. Patrick says, I'm 6'1" and wear a shoe size 11 and a half. Damn. Am I going to have trouble finding clothes and shoes? I hate to say it, but yes, you are. I'm 5'9", and there's only one place. I wear a size 10, okay? You can find shoes, maybe. I think you'll be okay in the shoes section, but clothes are another story. Like for me, the only place I can get clothes that fits me from the waist down, because I'm thick, okay, and I got curves. Most of the women out here are small and they don't really have curves. I'm a full-blown American woman, okay? I got the American thighs, got the American hips. I ain't got the booty, but I got all that other shit going on. I can only find pants at H&M at the mall for me. So I don't know what you're gonna do. Now, I did have this top tailor-made to fit me. When I first got into Cambodia, they have tailors over here. So you can go get measured. I mean, it's expensive. I had a pair of pants that goes with this. It's like, I call it my pajama outfit. But the women out here, they wear these loose, comfortable fitting, you know, long. You can see how long it is. Super long is down here. They wear this kind of stuff. So I had clothes made for me. That's possible. You can do that. But yeah, and I couldn't find any women's shoes. I looked in all the women's shoe sections at the mall and everything for size 10 shoe. I couldn't find any shoes. And if I did find a size 10, they were too tight, you know, because I sort of have a wide foot too. So my sandals that I wear are actually men's sandals. I went to the men's section to buy a size 10 shoe that fits me. Of course, you can't tell it's a man's shoe, but hey, if I could get that, I'm sure you can find a shoe. So it's possible, but you are going to have a little hard time. Because let's face it, we're not Asian. We're not short people, okay? Nothing against short people. I'm just saying. I met with the heat. Is an athletic sports bra best? It doesn't really matter what bra you got on because you're going to sweat, okay? I'm wearing sort of an athletic sports bra, and right underneath, you're sweating all day and every day. And it's just a normal thing. It doesn't matter what kind of bra you got on. Unless you got I even have the whisk away, what do you call I bought it at Walmart. I bought a couple of shirts that says it whisks away the sweat and shit. It doesn't work. I mean, it sort of works. I still get it under my armpits. It doesn't really work. Doesn't matter what you do out here. You love my candor? Thank you, Clark. No big and tall? No, Jose. I've never seen a big and tall shop out here. It's just not a thing. You're going to have to either get it tailor-made or you're going to have to find a specialty if you're lucky. Like, I'm going to tell you this, guys. If you buy it, you cannot take it back. So if you don't try that clothes on before you leave a market and it doesn't fit and you try to take it back and exchange it even or try to get your money back, they ain't going to do it. That's not a thing out here. So you better try on your fucking clothes before you buy it. You better try on the shoes. Now, some of the stalls like out here in the market, they won't even let you touch the clothes. They won't even let you try it on. There's no bathrooms. You can't take the clothes. Like if you're at a market to buy a cheap shirt, you either got to slip it on if they'll let you do it over your other shirt. But there's no stall, there's no bathroom. You can't just take the clothes and walk in there. That's why I go to the mall. Because at least at the mall, like at H&M, they got a clothes room. You know, you could take your clothes in there and you can try them on. But if you're on the street trying to buy something, if it don't fit, you're out of luck. That's the way it is out here. I'm going to have a problem with clothes. Yeah, I've got the booty. And I'm more muscular at 5'5". I had a hard time in Malaysia with bras. That's what I'm saying, guys. Buy your clothes while you're in the United States. I swear to God, the bra I'm wearing now, I got two bras. One, actually, the strap broke. You know what I did? I can't buy another bra in here. I just went and bought a box of safety pins, and I fucking pinned the bra strap. Actually, I think, yeah, I'm wearing it right now. Look. You see? I fucking pinned it. Because I only have two bras that fit me. So when I make my way back to the United States, I'm going to have to like stock up on underwear and bras and shit like that. That's why I like to swing back in every 2 years. In fact, even my phone case is fucked up. I got my Otter phone case with the rubber. It's half split. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if it could just last another year for me, I'll be able to order that on Amazon and pick it up. Because they don't have stuff like that out here. That's the only downfall. You're welcome. I knew that was a bit of a personal question. Not personal question. Nothing's personal on this live stream. We're all friends. Ain't nothing personal out here. You like the shirt? Thanks, thank you, yeah. This is a Cambodian design. I fucking love it. Now it's actually a long sleeve. Watch, I rolled it all up. Watch this. It goes all the way down. And then you can pin it. That's really how you're supposed to wear it, but I wear it rolled up because that's just me. Jose says, I'm like 5'9", tall, and shoe is an 8+. I'm bringing lots of clothes with me. Yeah, guys, I just recommend, especially underwear. And now socks you can get out here all day, every day. I don't think you'd have a problem getting socks. Underwear may be a problem, especially for females. I'm just saying, you guys, I don't know. I don't shop for men's clothes. I don't know. My best advice is just bring it. Get it while you're there and bring it. Does Amazon? No, girlfriend. Amazon does not deliver out here. They do in Malaysia and Philippines. I've never heard anybody order anything from Amazon in Cambodia. And if you do get it, you're probably going to pay 3 times the shipping fee. So is it really worth it? No. But they have other avenues of, I have to make a video about that. There's other ways, like Alibaba is one of them. I haven't personally had anything shipped to me because here's another thing, guys. There's no mailboxes in Cambodia. There's no postal truck running around here. My landlady doesn't even have a mailbox. We'll get into that in just a minute. T says, you mentioned going to the U.S. When are you going? That won't be till the end of next year. I'm not going this year. It'll be next year. Just for a month, just to visit my kids and stock up on shit. Clark says, do they have the Indian tailors in Phnom Penh like they do in Thailand? I don't know if they're Indian. The lady I worked with was Cambodian. It was a Cambodian shop. Now, like I said, I got this outfit made. I got a pair of black pants, but then they never did do it right, so that sort of was a waste of money. I had the green top, the blue top. I think I had 2 blouses made that you've seen me wear, the dark olive green and the fucking like a teal blue, like this color. So those outfits right there cost me $200. Ouch. And it was a lot of going back and forth. Like they'd measure you and you think they got the measurements right. And then you had to wait a week and a half to 2 weeks for them to initially sew it. Then they have you come back to the shop to try it on. I had them send it back twice. I don't know why they got the measurements wrong. They were measuring me the whole time. But it took them 2-3 times to actually get it right. So I never really got my clothes till like a month later, 2 months later, I got my clothes. They're really slow out here, guys. You got to have patience. So you better not need that clothes right away. But they have a lot of men's tailors too. This was a woman's tailor shop. I've seen a lot of men's tailor shops out here. Let them know about, oh yeah, YouBuy app, okay. Well, I don't know about the YouBuy app, but that sounds good. I gotta research all this. T says, Taobao or Alibaba instead of Amazon? Okay, so you guys know, good, good. Clark says, so basically you can have custom clothes made in Thailand and select materials like linen and cotton? Yeah. This is like a cotton linen kind of base thing. It's light. In fact, I had to actually sew the back. I have a couple of holes. I don't know if you can see it. I had to sew back in here. I think what happened was I was getting out of a tuk-tuk and I think my shirt snagged. Like when I was coming out, there was a hook or something on the door and I felt it grab my shirt. And I didn't notice it tore it. And then when I went to wash my shirt, I saw these like little holes in my shirt. I said, holy shit. So I had to go buy my sewing kit so that I could sew up the holes. So yeah, that happened. It does take longer. They're slow. They're slow. You're welcome. Alex M, hey, late, just got up. Don't worry about it. We're still chatting. We're having a good time here. Clark says, maybe that would be a great video to make live or make and post it. About tailors? Yeah. That would be a great video. Well, now I am curious. How do you get packages if there's no traditional mail? They actually deliver on motorbikes, okay? So there's not a said postal person. I've seen them like just regular dudes on motorbikes. I don't know. They deliver packages on their motorbikes out here. I don't know if they have a central location. I guess they do. But I've seen them put mail like just in between the cracks of people's metal doors. There's no mailboxes out here though. So actually they actually text you, from what I understand from my landlady. She says that, you know, it's all through WhatsApp. Like, so if you got a package coming in, they'll text you ahead of time and they'll say the guy's coming on the motorbike, be ready. So they're not just going to drop it on your doorstep because anybody could steal it. So you have to be there to receive it. So yes, there must be many people who want tailor-made clothes like you. Oh yeah, definitely. Is your phone plugged in to your backup battery? Not yet. We're still good. I haven't got the warning yet. Hello, do you know where to buy cotton linen? Hey James. Cotton linen. I don't really buy cotton linens. So I really can't advise you, unfortunately. I would say the malls, all the Eon malls, good places to start. They have a lot of good quality stuff in there. Might be worth a quick trip to Vietnam and get clothes made cheap and 3-day turnaround. Yeah, I actually, when I was in Vietnam, I had my shorts made. See these shorts? Check this out. Let me see if you can see it. These shorts right here. See how long they are? It's got the zipper and everything. It's got pockets. I have these pair of shorts and the blue ones. I had them made in Vietnam and I paid a hell of a lot less and it was quicker. So yeah, I agree with that. I had clothes made in different places because I couldn't find any clothes to fit me. That's when I had extra cash, so I just had it done. I saw a vid today. ChatGPT has app for phone that was better than Google Voice. Chat app for phone that was better than Google Voice. Okay. Monty Dreams, you're in the house. Okay. Sounds interesting. Clark, thank you. She laughs. Yeah. Guys, yeah, definitely share information with each other. That's really good. That's really good. Anyway, in case y'all missed it, you guys coming in late. This is a Kahlua ball. This is a rum ball with coconut. It reeks of rum. And when you bite into that shit, I literally got high off of this, guys. You guys, we were talking about this earlier. Got fucking high off of a rum ball last night. I think the baker must have took a whole fucking bottle of rum and just dumped it. Doop, 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 doop. Said that looks pretty good. Yeah. Yes, do the rum once you see it. You want to see the rum ball? I don't want to do it now because I'm going to get buzzed out, bro. You know I don't drink. But yeah, here it is. It's a rum ball. It looks like, doesn't it look like a Dunkin' Donuts, like donut hole? Oh, man, I'm just getting buzzed smelling this shit. I'm telling you. Hi everyone. Hit the like button on the video to help with YouTube. Oh, thank you, Emery Girl. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. We want to share this fun with everybody. In fact, yo, miss, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What you doing, boy? Hold on, let me go get my charger because now everybody's coming in and my phone's starting to die and I hate for that to happen. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. But there's going to be a problem because I'm going to wonder how the hell am I going to prop this up unless I can get you guys by the window. So I don't know, it might stretch that far. We'll have to test it. You not go check out New Airport? Not yet. It's an hour away from me. That would be a hell of a drive out there and back. That's going to cost me a lot of tuk-tuk money. My plan is to have wraparound skirts and pants made so I can wear them often. Also can't wait to get back into a sarong. Yeah, I hear those are really comfortable. You can do that, absolutely. But I still don't have an extension cord. Dude, I haven't gone to the mall. I'm going actually Friday. Tomorrow is grocery shopping day. Friday is mall day. I will look for an extension cord. I mean, this one's pretty long. I'm going to try this one. But this is going to my battery pack, which is what I used yesterday. I can't plug into the, I mean, the closest outlet is literally way to hell in my bedroom. Damn, I'm gonna need like maybe a 20-foot cord between here all the way to my bedroom, because I can't bring you guys over there obviously because we lose a signal. This is the only spot that has a good Wi-Fi signal. You know? Then you know. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right. We're gonna plug in. There we go. Hey, it works. We're on 4 on the paw. Plenty of charge. And it sits right on my couch. Fabulous. Looks like I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Anywho. Guys, you know, I'm a work in progress. What can I say? You need this for your living room studio. Write it off as a business expense. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Not making big bucks yet to be writing anything off yet. Maybe, I don't know. Hell, they're probably gonna tax me anyway. Oh, you made $100 on YouTube? Uncle Sam needs a little piece of that pie. Okay. We need to take a little cut of that $100 you made there, girlfriend. I just got my slim power bank and other items from Amazon today. Good for you. Yeah, this is what I bought this off of Amazon and it still works. Oh, there's another thing I got to tell you guys. Okay, Emery girl. I have to go to bed as I have to work in the morning. Good night, everyone. Okay, good night. Good night. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time. Go get some sleep. What wire does your phone use? I mean, it's just your basic, what the fuck you call these cords? Like, I don't know. I'm not a techie person. It's some kind of A cord or something like that. That's all I know. But it works. Yeah, good night. You heading out too, Shalapslot? Good night. Good night, guys. I know, it's late out there. But another thing I wanted to mention to you guys before you leave, and this is free, and this will protect your most expensive devices. You see this little thing on here? This sticker, if you can see it? Barely. It says reward. You stay in? Oh, okay. This and this on my laptop, let me show you. It says 0 grid. This sticker right here. Anyway, I'll tell you what it says. Please call, and it's got a number, blah, blah, blah. Return me, returnme.com. That's what it is. If I lose my laptop and somebody finds it, I've even got it on my cell phone. I got the sticker on my phone, I got the sticker on my power bank, and I got the sticker on my laptop. And I registered all three on this 0 grid return me thing. In other words, they will give somebody $50 for a reward. If somebody finds your stuff and they call that 800 number and they return it back to the company, then the company will ship it to me for free and they'll reward the person $50. But then again, I mean, you know, they could probably sell the phone and the laptop for more than $50. But anyway, it's free. So it's like, I thought, you know, what the hell? It's some kind of protection if I end up losing my stuff. But yeah, it's called Return Me. www.returnme.com. And they give you your own little ID number on there. Oops, let me hit the button. Yeah, they give you your own little ID number on there. I hope this thing is working. Hold on, I hate to do this because my finger will be in the way. Let me check this one more time. Hold on, make sure it's plugged in right. I think we're good. It says we're plugged in. Okay. Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? We're gonna find out. My candle burned out in the back, I see that. Okay. So yeah, so we got into the big conversation about leaving the States. So all you guys mostly that are in this conversation with me, you want to leave the United States, either soon or you will in the future. You don't see yourself as being a traitor by leaving, and you don't see yourself as being a savior by staying. Am I right? Let me know that. I'm not leaving, I'm a night owl. Okay, Clark. Woo! 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 You better hit that bong, boy. Okay, Jose says, I looked up your phone, the SE, it uses the A wire. Okay. I have 10-foot cords from my old phone. I'll bring them to you. My savior. Okay, well, hey, you know, I'm not going to turn down free cords. Sounds cool to me. But I was able to buy this at Mr. DIY for $1. So I'm sure they have long extension cords. I just have to look. You are correct. I'm correct. I think the people that get really defensive about, like if they hear you're leaving to live in another country, they get really defensive because they've either probably got military background, you know, they fought for the USA and they feel like everybody should stay because they fought for the country. But you know, this way I appreciate that 100%. But you also fought for my freedom and my right to leave. You get what I'm saying? You gave me the rights to make the choice to stay or to go. So if it's my decision to go, then why are you upset that I'm not staying? But then, you know, they would argue, well, then if everybody jumps ship, there wouldn't be anybody left in the United States to fix the problems. Come on, what is it? How many people live in the United States? 13 million? Am I right? 10 million, something like that? I highly doubt 13 million people are jumping ship tomorrow to live in Cambodia. It's just not happening, you know? Alex, you are right. That decision is yours and yours alone. Exactly. Oh, 350 million. Thank you. I was way off. Hey, but look at it this way. Nobody's having babies in the United States, so probably in 10 years or so, it'd be down to 13 million. Just to be us old fuckers running around. And then we'll all leave the United States. They won't have nobody left to suck any money out of. So they'll have to import people from other countries. T. Patrick, you couldn't have said it better. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. All I know is like, it's really you. It all boils down to you, right? How can I say this? What is your economic situation? You know, really it's all about survival. I mean, let's face it. Look at what's going on in the world, okay? Look at, follow your heart, that's it, follow your gut instinct. Think about the people like in Russia and Ukraine. They've had that fucking war going on for years. if they were so patriotic, especially the people in Ukraine that are getting bombed every day. I mean, I know that's an extreme situation, but would you stay or would you go if you had a choice to get the fuck out of there? I think I would leave. As much as I would love my country, but I value my life, you know what I mean? So I would leave. That's an extreme situation, extreme example. We don't have wars going on in America, thank God. I think our war is not physical in America. I think our war is more mental. I think it's more social. And it's definitely financial. That is our war right now in America. A lot of people are dipping out on social media. I mean, except for maybe YouTube, but a lot of people don't even want to be on Facebook anymore. I personally am not on, I have a Facebook account, okay? I have a TikTok, I have a Facebook, I have an Instagram, I got them all. But I have actually deleted the apps. I don't have the apps anymore on my phone. I don't do Facebook, Instagram. I do have TikTok, but I only randomly post. And I don't go on TikTok to randomly go down a rabbit hole. But I think a lot of people are stepping away from that too, because it's not good for your mental. You're just doom scrolling. Every 10 seconds, you're just doom scrolling. And then an hour or two goes by and you're like, what? What am I doing? You know, what am I doing with my life right now? It's a political war. Yeah, it's a political war. Psychological warfare. Yeah. That's what it is, guys. It's not a physical war, it's a psychological war. That's what's happening, political and psychological war. And everybody wants your attention. Have you noticed that? They all want your attention. Yeah, loyalty works both ways. Our governments are only loyal to the taxes we pay, not there for us, working class, when we need help. Yeah, they just want your taxes, that's it. Clark says mortgage, property tax, plus property insurance, HOA fees. Wow, you're going in water, gas, electric, garbage, car insurance, health care, insurance, car registration, car insurance, car maintenance, gas, parking fees, food, internet, phone. You see what I'm saying? All of that to live. You know what I got? I can list this in like one little sentence. Rent, health insurance, cell phone bill, electricity, water, occasional tuk-tuk ride, and my gas container. That's all I'm worried about. And I'm going to tell you what. I am so glad I don't own a car anymore. I don't miss putting gas in my tank. I don't miss paying car insurance. I don't miss having to worry about registering my vehicle every year and paying that. I don't miss maintenance costs. I don't miss having the blinky light come on the dash freaking me out and my battery's going out, or my battery's like my car won't start. Shit, there's been so many times I'd get off of work, I'm tired as fuck, I just want to go home. I go to crank my car, it won't start. Luckily I had AAA, I had to pay AAA, so I had to get some dude to come out there, switch the batteries, pay him $150 for the battery, so I can go home after a hard day's work. I don't miss none of that shit. Or I have a flat tire. Oh, I had a lot of flat tires in the day. All of that to survive, not thrive. I know it's terrible. Thank you. I'm not a sister, I'm a bong. And then all the fucking fees to do anything. Right, and tips. You gotta tip everybody to do anything nowadays. If they do something for you, you have to tip them. Oh yeah, fishing license, parking fees, yeah. Alex, but isn't it like that in most countries? Yeah, Alex, you come in on a different perspective. If you guys don't know Alex, he lives in Serbia, okay? He's in Belgrade, and so he's got a European perspective, okay? The rest of you guys are all from the States. Yeah, I would say most countries, Alex, because I've been to some different countries. Everybody's got their own shithole, you know what I mean? And taxes on everything we need to purchase, yeah. Retirement comes with a high cost in California, I'll bet it does. About $6,000 just to survive, yeah. You know, when I think back, I don't even know how the hell I raised my kids with just one paycheck. I was a very good saver. I was a scrimper and a saver, and I was frugal. I mean, I shopped at thrift stores when thrift stores were good, when you could actually buy a shirt for $1. Do you remember those days? Hey, on Halloween, when my kids wanted fancy Halloween trick-or-treat outfits that cost $50 at Walmart, I said, oh, no. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make our own Halloween costumes. Come on, kids. I take them down to the thrift store. I said, use your imagination. You wanna be a zombie? You wanna be a ghost? I'd buy them the old sheets and we'd rip out the holes. And I dressed up as, one year I dressed up as Charlie Chaplin. I'm gonna have to put a picture of that on my community post. I look good. I got the little mustache, I had my hair up, I bought an old top hat from the thrift store, an old man's hat, and I bought a man's shirt with a man's bow tie, or maybe it was a regular tie, and I got an old man's like blazer jacket, pants, shoes, the whole 99, painted my face white, put some black like eyeliner around my eyeballs. I looked just like Charlie Chaplin. I even got a cane, bro. I got an old cane I bought at the thrift store. The whole outfit cost me $10 out the door, right? Me and my son, he dressed up, I don't know what he was some kind of superhero or something. I dressed up as Charlie Chaplin. I took him trick-or-treating. Everybody loved it, man. It was such an authentic outfit, bro. I have got to put that on there. You guys got to see me as Charlie Chaplin. It will blow your mind. In Canada, yeah, $2,500 a month to survive in rural Alberta, Canada. That is ridiculous. 3-hour drive to the 3 hours drive, and you're still paying $2,500 a month. Jesus Christ. God bless you. Clark, California is the 4th economy in the entire world. California is its own country in terms of gross domestic profit, thanks to Hollywood. Tech and agriculture. Yeah, but isn't Hollywood like dead pretty much now? Like from what I understand, they're making shit movies now. All they do is sequels that nobody really cares about watching because they ruin the original one. And if what they do put out is like woke inspired, so nobody wants to go to the movies anymore and watch that shit. I think they're moving the Hollywood from California to Florida, from what I understand. Universal Studios and shit. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I heard. So I don't know. That's a good question, man. But California is a big state. I can see it being the 4th largest economy. Monty says, what do your rides cost around city there? Yeah, it's cheap, Monty, compared to like Uber in the United States. Like, okay, let me just do this cost comparison. This is when I actually was living in Winter Haven, Florida, years ago. This isn't even now. I remember my car broke down and I had a dental appointment that I was on the books for months for. I had to make this dental appointment or it would be another 5 months before I got in, right? So my car's busted. I had to call an Uber and it was only a 15-minute drive from my house to the dentist's office. Guess how much they wanted for a 15-minute drive? $50. One way. Would have cost me $100 round trip. I ended up canceling the dental appointment. I said, it's fucking not worth it. I'll wait another 5 months. I'm not paying $100 to go to the dentist for a 30-minute round trip drive. And that's in Winter Haven, Florida. Here? Okay. Here? A 15-minute ride by tuk-tuk on a Grab app, $2. You heard me right, $2. A 30-minute ride down to the river, because I'm 30 minutes out, $3. Sometimes 3.5, depends on the time of day. So round trip anywhere from $4 to $6 when I go out to the main downtown and then I come back, compared to $100 back in the States. Now, grant you it's a tuk-tuk ride, okay? They're cheaper. You can get the cars. Grab actually has the cars, so does Pass App. They have all kinds of, they have Pass App, they have Grab, they have, are we good now? Can you hear me? Whoop. Can you see me? Let me know what's happening. My quality of life will be so much better in Cambodia. Yay! All right, all right. We had a little hiccup. We're good. I'm back. All right, cool. Yeah, your quality of life will be a lot better. She laughs a lot. It's going to be 10 times better. Now, do I miss America? I would say there's pieces of it I do miss, okay? I miss the convenience of shit. Let's face it, it's slow out here, okay? You know, you can't just get things delivered right away, but then that's sort of good because I don't spend a bunch of money either. I miss my children. If I could move them out here, I don't think I would really miss too much of America anymore. I wouldn't really have a reason to go back. Even though I have an uncle that lives in Texas, but we barely talk right now. I haven't seen him since I was a kid. So, yeah, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back again. I'll tell you one thing I do miss, though, from my home state. I miss Fort DeSoto State Park. I miss hanging out by the beach and swimming out in that pretty ocean there near Tampa. I miss that. That was my stomping ground, right by the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. It was expensive as fuck to eat. Like a pizza out there was like $25, but I would bring my own food. I'd bring my own snacks from Winter Haven. I'd go to the store, buy some cheap snacks. I'd buy a foot-long sub from Subway. I'd get a cooler full of like water or sodas or whatever, and I would take it with me to the beach because everything at the beach is like 10 times more expensive. But I remember bringing my own like beach chair, and I'd have my, of course, my suntan lotion, and change of clothes. I'd go swim. I mean, I had a blast. I'd go there all by myself, have a blast. That's like when I would play hooky from work. I know my kids were at school, so I would get up super early. I'd send them off to school, and then I would split to the beach. Do my thing while they were in school, and then I'd come back right before they got out of school. They didn't even know I was but they knew. They'd see the cooler, they'd see me dragging in the cooler, and they'd see me red. And, Mom, you went to the beach again without us? I'd be like, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Lily's back. All right. I'm back too, girl. I disappeared and then I reappeared. I'm the magician. Yeah, yeah, here comes the vendor. Pick up ball, pick your ball. I have no fucking clue what he's saying. Oh, there's two of them. Here comes another one. Wait. That's the Cambodian New Yorker. Or New Yorker, Cambodia. I call him the Cambodian New Yorker. I hope they come closer so you can hear. This megaphone, this chick here on this megaphone, she has a New York accent, but she's saying something in Cambodian, and I call her the Cambodian New Yorker. Darn, she went off to the other side of the neighborhood. I wanted you to hear the Cambodian New Yorker. Oh no, I will miss my kids and my grandkids, but they have their own lives anyway. There is always video chat. Exactly. Exactly. I've done FaceTime with my kids. They send me videos like of their apartment and what's going on with their lives. And you're right, they're grown. I don't have any grandkids. I don't know if I ever will, but it is what it is, you know? They don't really want kids right now. I don't blame them. T. Patrick, I got homesick when I was in Thailand for 7 months. Wasn't expecting it to hit me hard. Hope it doesn't happen in Cambodia. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a story here in a minute. Monty Dreams, have you watched vids on Campot and Cap? Sort of and no. Yes and no. I'm not really interested in Campot and Cap. In fact, when my train went down to the beach, I passed through Campot and Cap. I wasn't impressed. I was looking out the window and I was like, there ain't nothing but rice paddy fields out here. There's some like apartment buildings and shit, like more in Campot than Cap. You're really out in the middle of fucking nowhere out there. It's not for me. I'm a city person. I want to be near stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if I need contacts, I need to be able to get to an optician. If I can even say obstetrician. Did I say that shit right? I can't say it. I need to get my fucking contacts is what I'm saying. And if I'm out in the middle of a rice field, where am I going to go, right? So I need those like city conveniences. Tammy is a city girl. Tammy's a city girl, not like us rural folks. Don't get me wrong, I like the countryside. I like to get out away from the city. Like, it was nice being down at that beach. But I was so happy to get back here because I was like, woo, let me go hit up my coffee shops again. You need a slice of happy pizza. My God, you're going to have this in my head, Clark. I'm going to be like, you hear it? They're getting closer. The Cambodia New Yorker, listen. Shit. They're coming. They're weaving through the streets. It's further away now. Anyway, I'll stop talking when you hear the Cambodia New Yorker. I need to check out this Happy Pizza. I'm actually scared. I don't know, man. You got me scared there, Clark. I don't know what the fuck to expect on that Happy Pizza. Got me scared there, bro. I don't know how happy I'm gonna get off this Happy Pizza. What the fuck's in the Happy Pizza again? Is it weed? They cook it with weed or some shit? Them rum balls got me all buzzed out. I swear to God, I had a fucking headache after I ate that one. Probably gonna have a headache again tonight. There's 10 Happy Pizza shops. Yes. They got weed in it? Oh my God. Is that legal? Now you got me curious. You got me so fucking curious right now. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up on my laptop. Let me see if my laptop will let me pull up something. That's what you heard? It's legal? Holy shit. If they put as much weed in that Happy Pizza as they put rum in that rum ball, I'm in trouble, guys. I'm an urban dweller too, not sure if I would like Kempot or Siem Oakville, but I'm going to check them out anyway. Yeah, do it. I mean, definitely do your due diligence, put your boots on the ground. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you won't. You know what I mean? That's just my personal preference, but I wasn't a big fan of Siem Oakville either. there's too many rundown buildings, there's a lot of trash out there. It's worse than it is here. Um, a lot of fucking Chinese influenced places, more so than here. A lot of gambling. I mean, other than the beach, it sucked. The MG part. Oh, okay. Order takeout and then snack on pizza at your crib during live cast. Oh my God. That's not a bad idea. I'm scared to do it out there. Okay. I live in Oklahoma, small town. I want to live near the ocean. Okay. Yeah, if you're not, see, I came from Florida. I was surrounded by ocean. Even though I lived in the middle of the state, I could go a couple hours here, a couple hours there. I was either on the East Coast or was on the West Coast, but I preferred the West Coast. I liked it a lot better. I will be checking them out, and also Bat and Bang. Okay. Bat and Bang's sort of out in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Although I did see a really nice fucking 5-star hotel. Your girl likes luxury, okay? On a shoestring budget. I saw a 5-star hotel out there in Baton Bang that was really reasonable. And I was like, well, maybe I would go there and stay at this 5-star hotel just to check out the town, just for maybe a week when I get my coins up. I could do some videos out of there. Yeah, San Oakville ruined by Chinese investors. Yeah, I hear I didn't see it personally, but there are a lot of prostitutes out there. But there's definitely some gambling out there, bro. Like, there was a big gambling casino practically every other block. That's all that was open. It was all fucking gambling out there. Now, the Buddhist temple I went to and showed you guys, that was beautiful. That view and everything was just, that was awesome. But when you left the temple, you can see the poverty, man. It's worse than it is out here. There was trash and just people living in like fucking half tents, you know what I mean? Like barely had cloth with a stick, and they're living under that shit. Trash everywhere. Stray dogs. I was like, holy shit. And this was right across the street from that resort I was staying at. So these people, they're so dirt poor out there. And there was like, when you were coming in on the train and you were skirting the coast coming in, the coast was beautiful, but then you ran into like tin shacks. And they were built so close, like here's the train coming through and the shack was literally like this close to it. It was built right up against the tracks. I felt bad for these people, man. They ain't got no AC. They're out there with their shirts off, sweating their asses off. And it's just like, wow, man. It makes you feel really grateful for what you got. Believe me, that is very much a wake-up call when you start seeing real poverty out here. Real poverty. T. Patrick says, oh, not San Oakville, my mistake. I meant Siem Reap. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Siem Reap, I mean, it's not that I hated I didn't, I guess I could live and see. If I was going to pick between Siem Reap and San Oakville, I would pick Siem Reap. Even though I did see poverty there, I saw them hustling mentally disabled people for money out there. Did I tell you that story? Like I was at the night market near the river out there, and I ordered some food, and I was sitting by the river, like on one of those little stools. You can sit right by the river with a little table. So it's me and a bunch of other tourist people. We're all out there just sitting there by the river. And there's like 2 rows, right? And there's like an empty area that you can walk in between the 2 chairs, the 2 rows, right behind all the food carts. And one after another, there was a parade of disabled and mentally unstable people that were out there with baskets asking for money. I mean, a parade of them, man. Like they were just coming through one after the other while I was eating. And each one of them would stop at your table. They'd stop at every single table and ask for money. So it wasn't just one of them. Like I had 20 of them. In the time period I was sitting there trying to eat my dinner, I had 10 to 20 of them come up to me and ask for money. I have to keep saying no. You know, then here comes the next one. No. And I hate to be that guy, but it's like if I gave out all my money, then I'd be the one with the little pan asking for money. I wouldn't have any money left for me. You know, I'm not rich. I'm not a millionaire. I can't just be handing out money to everybody that comes by. I felt bad for them. I was wondering, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, you got people like in wheelchairs. I saw this one mentally retarded girl. She had her head off to the side and she was just, you know, it was the saddest shit, man. I mean, I wanted to give them money, but then I was like, who's really getting this money, right? So when I asked my Airbnb host about that the next day, I was telling him about that. I said, I'd never seen anything like that. I could say maybe one or two people panhandling, but a gravy train of them coming through. And he says, don't give them money. He says they're actually rented. There's like a local gang in Siem that rents these disabled people. They rent them out from the mental ward and make them walk through there with the baskets, and whatever money that they collect from the tourists, they give back to the gang, and then they put them back into the mental ward. So they don't ever get the money anyway. I was like, holy shit. That is some sick motherfucking shit. To be using people like that. That's some of the shit I saw in Siem Reap. I don't know if they still do that, but that's what I saw when I was there about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm not over there to save anyone. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm really here to save myself. I hate to be selfish. But I'm here to save myself, okay? And I'm here to save my kids because, again, if I don't put on the safety mask on myself first, how am I going to help them? So I have to get myself in a good financial position. So if my children are drowning over there in the United States and they can't go to a bank to borrow money, I want them to be able to come to Mama Bear Bank and say, Mom, I need some help. I want to be in that financial position where they can come to me and they can get help because I know they're good for it. I know they'll pay me back. But if I'm drowning in debt and I don't have any money, how can I help them? And if I have to leave the United States in order to do it and be apart from them, but I get to see them every other year, then, you know, it's worth the effort. When do you have a baby? When did I have a baby? I'm not baby age now, Jose. My daughter is 27 right now, and my son is 21. So I'm 55. Figure out the ages. Well, I can tell you. I had my daughter when I was 28. I had him late. I had my son when I was 34. So I had my children late. Yeah, 28 and 34 is when they were both born. They're 6 years apart. But yeah, I'm not making no babies no more. No babies. Oh, you heard a baby in the background? See, I'm so immune to the sounds out here, guys. You're hearing because the window's open. It's the neighbor across the street. She doesn't have a baby, but she has a toddler. She has a toddler son, so you're hearing the toddler running around outside. She's the one who has the restaurant now, although she ain't doing hardly no business. I think she does most of her business like towards evening time. She just sits out there all day hoping for a sale, but she has a young toddler son and she has one that's a little bit older that looks like he should be in school. Like, he looks like he's about 6 or 7, but I don't know why he's not in school. So maybe he's not all there, you know what I mean? But yeah, she's got 2 kids and she runs that restaurant, and that's why you're hearing a baby in the background. But I'm going to tell you what, they're popping out babies out here left and right. Speaking of babies, they do not have a population problem out here. I see a lot of pregnant Asian women around here all the time. Just in my neighborhood block, this woman across the street, she's already had 2 babies that I've seen. Well, she's had one that was like maybe a year. She's just popped out another one. Just saw another baby over there. I was like, when did this happen? She got another one. But yeah, there's babies all up and down here. Everybody around here is having babies, and everybody's got at least 2 children. I don't see one children families unless they just started out. If they're super young and they got 1 kid, but I see the majority, and these people are young. Like this woman across the street has got to be in her early 20s and she's got 2 kids. So they're popping them out here. Like there ain't no, like I'm never going to have kids out in Cambodia. They're having kids out here. Welcome. Otavio, hi. Welcome. Jose says, has your neighbor come back? Which one? The crazy one? They're gone at work right now. That's what's good about being here during the day. They have to go to work. I don't. So I don't have to listen to my crazy, fucked up neighbor until 5 o'clock tonight. She doesn't come back till 5 o'clock. So yeah. Anyway, they weren't too bad last night. Although they have heavy feet. Like I can hear them walking early in the morning. Like I'm in bed still sleeping. They must get up at 6:30, 6 or 6:30 in the morning, because I hear them, you know, up coming through, because they have to get ready for work. I guess they got to be there at 7:30 in the morning, like I did, and then they're gone. But I don't get up till 8 or 8:30 in the morning. Today I got up at 8. Sometimes I sleep in, guys. Hey, I actually sleep in sometimes till 10 in the morning. Just depends on what my body wants to do, you know. I'm retired. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't have to get up early anymore, you know. It's just like, and I have blackout curtains in here, so I sleep really good. Although I do need another pillow. Sorry, my lips are chapped again. I need to get a second pillow because I have a cuddle pillow, and then I have like a flat pillow, and then I got those big round 2 pillows, but they're not that good to sleep on. And man, my neck has been hurting lately and crooked and everything, so I'm gonna go to the mall and buy me a pillow. Oh yeah, are you sure about that? What day of the week is it over there? Oh yeah, they're gone. I would hear them, believe me. I would hear her. They're definitely gone. Today is Wednesday. This Wednesday, they're gone. They work Monday through Friday. Yeah. That's not a bad look. That's not a bad look. I got a bone nose. I got a bone. I got a bone to pick with you. Oh my gosh. You guys got any more questions? Looks like everybody's like settling in, settling in. Maestro, please. Everybody, ask me a question. Everybody, let's talk about something. Oh, I heard the little toddler. Oh, here we go. Jose says. Starting to drag a little bit. Here, it's 1 in the morning. Oh, no wonder you guys are so sleepy. Well, it's 12:13 p.m. over here. I don't know who I'm going to interview next. I guess it'll be Jose when he gets here in November. I've had nobody offer Nobody. 11 p.m. there? Okay, not too bad. Well, if you guys want to call the ball, just let me know. You can interview a fan. I'll interview anybody. I mean, I'm just looking to actually physically interview somebody in Cambodia. Like, I was thinking about opening it up to maybe Zoom and doing Zoom interviews. I don't know. If I don't get anybody to physically come on, I might do that. But then I'm like, it's not just, it's so impersonal to do a Zoom call. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can interview Jose via streaming. Yeah. How about a live Zoom interview? I know, I was thinking about that. I don't know, would you guys be into something like that? You tell me. Is that interesting to you, or would you rather have it like a physical interview? I'm going to get some rest. See you next time. Okay, bye. Bye, She Laughs a Lot. We'll see you next time. Thank you for checking in and tuning in. Jose, we're going to do ours in person. Just pray everything goes smoothly with me, with immigration and everything. Yeah, I do. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, that's cool. That is the entire point of social media. What? To do it online on Zoom? I don't know. I'll tell you who I asked to interview recently, and I never got a response back. I reached out to that one YouTuber, what's his name? Frugal Wanderer? Yeah, somebody told me, he was in my chat, in my live stream not too long ago, and said hello. And then somebody told me that he was on his way from Siem Reap to here, and he would be here a couple of days. So I caught one of his videos like a couple of days ago, and he said, yeah, I'm going to be taking a sleeper train. I'll be down in Phnom Penh in a couple of days. So I thought, oh shit, well, let me reach out to him and see if I can grab him for an interview. So the only way to communicate with him, he didn't have an email. He had a TikTok and he had Instagram. And I don't do Instagram. So I wrote him on my TikTok. I said, hey, it's Tammy from Don't Know Where I'm Going Next. You know, you were in my live stream, blah, blah, blah. I hear you're coming down to Phnom Penh. I would love to interview you. Are you interested? That was a week ago, and I never heard back from the guy. So if the guy made it down here to Phnom Penh, either he didn't read the message or he just blew me off. I don't know. But, so that was shot. I was hoping to get that guy on interview. I'm surprised he didn't respond. Yeah, he didn't respond. I checked my TikTok every day. I check it every day. And I don't see any messages coming from him at all. So, but then again, he said in one of his videos that his mom recently passed, even though he wasn't there for the cremation and shit. But the reason he was traveling down south, he wanted to get all the way down to the ocean so that he could stick his toes in the water and sort of be close to his mom, because I guess they were going to release her ashes in the ocean over there in the States. So I'm thinking in my head, I get it. I've lost my parents. I know what it's like. Like, he's probably, an interview is the furthest thing from his mind. He's just thinking about his mom. And I totally respect that. So I don't hold nothing against him at all. Yeah. Are you good in meeting me on November 29th? I'm totally fine. And no, you don't have to pay for the tuk-tuk. I got this, okay? Save that money for you. November 29, I don't have any plans. Sounds like a deal, man. Sure. Would like to see you interview John Bozic? He's in Cambodia now. I've never heard of that. Boziak? What is he? Is he a travel vlogger? I'll write his name down. Hold on, let me pull up something here and I'll write his name down. Let me see. John Boziak. Let's see, John B-O-S-E-A-K. Okay, I got his name written down. He's a character? Okay, I like characters. I think I'm a little bit of a character. 2 characters are better than 1. So yeah, I will, I'll see if I can reach out to him. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes, YouTubers are so busy that they don't even have time to check their own personal comments or anything like that. Because I know there's a lot of channels way bigger than mine, and they have a lot of comments to keep track of, and they can't keep track of everything. Itchy Feet, I know the Itchy Feet dude. That guy's big time. I don't think he'd probably blow me off. He'd be like, "Who's that? She's only got 2,500 subscribers. That's not worth my time." I'll try it though. What the fuck? Let me see if I can do some collaborations with these guys. Let me write that guy's name. Itchy Feet. Cool collaborators. What is that? Is that a name of a YouTube channel, or is that just some kind of tool to use? I don't know. Thanks for giving me all the tips there, Clark. They don't like to promote other bloggers. Canadians, okay. I mean, I don't have a problem promoting other bloggers. I mean, let's face it, the last two people I interviewed have YouTube channels, and they agreed to do it. So I don't mind promoting, and I don't mind being interviewed myself. If there's anybody out there that wants to interview me, let's do it, I've never been interviewed. Isn't that crazy? So I've got my feet wet and I've interviewed two people, but I've never been personally interviewed on a YouTube channel. So I would love to be interviewed. I'd like to tell my story. So we'll find out. Maybe somebody out there would be interested in interviewing me one day. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Oh my God. That would be some trippy dippy shit. That would be some trippy dippy shit. I hear wah, wah, wah. It's probably getting a cold bath. I think I figured out what I want to do with my extra time, guys. Remember I was talking about that yesterday, about another mountain to climb, another goal to reach. I want to try hydroponic gardening. I know it sounds crazy, but I have a beautiful porch out here. My landlady says it's cool if I want plants out there. She doesn't care. As long as I take care of it and make it look neat. So I was like, you know what? Instead of lugging dirt and everything up here, I think I might try my hand at growing some herbs and some of my own, like tomatoes or cucumbers or something like that. I've always wanted to try gardening, and I've never had the time to do it. I think that could be a fun experiment. I'll have to show you guys my porch. I have ideas. Would like to see you interview a guest and split a happy pizza. No shit, that would be fun. Got me scared about this happy pizza, Clark. I plant our community garden every year. Very nice. Okay, maybe you can give me some tips. You know anything about hydroponics? I'm brand new. Jose says, are you gonna get a green thumb now? I don't know. Well, my mom had a green thumb. She could grow anything. She'd just take a snip of a plant, stick it in water, and boom, it just grew. So I might have it in me. I have a plant behind me. You guys see this plant right here I'm pointing to in this vase? It's grown twice the size since I've been here. I've been keeping it's just a jar of water, but I change the water every 2 weeks. And I give it a rain bath, like I treat it like a pet. Like I take some water out of the sink and just sprinkle it like it's getting rain on top of it. I do that it's healthy as fuck. I was like, well, if I can grow this plant and I haven't killed it yet, maybe I can grow something else. Could be fun. Grow my own food. I think it's a good skill to learn, right? Learn to grow your own damn food. My life may depend on it one day. So, you love gardening when you're high? I bet that's fun. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I want to do hydroponics is because I don't want to really get into a bunch of dirt on the porch, but I know you can grow things just with water. There's ways to like, I was looking on some YouTube videos the other day about like just taking plastic bottles. Like, okay, for instance, here's your plastic bottle, right? I was going to take one of these bottles, cut out a couple of holes on top so the plant can grow up, keep the cap on, see the water's like this, and just have the roots grow in the water. But then I'll put some extra holes along here so as it grows bigger, it can start growing out of the bottle, right? And then if when it runs out of water, I can just take the cap off and put more water in the bottle, keep it fresh. Ooh, look what just came through the window. How cool. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, there it goes. That's so cool. Anyway, it's flying around my living room. So then I was thinking of getting like some yarn. Well, I'm gonna buy, what do you call, like how am I gonna hang it? I was gonna put some holes in here and get some yarn to make like yarn hooks and have it hanging. And I'm gonna connect to the top of the yarn. They've got like laundry racks out here. So I was gonna make like multi-level of these bottles with yarn hanging off of a laundry rack. I know this sounds really out there. This is my crazy imagination. But I bet I could make a really cool little garden out on the porch. But that's my idea with hydroponics, is doing it that way and having the plant grow in these bottles. Instead of having to buy the planters, the dirt, all that shit that goes with it. We're gonna do it with water and we're gonna see if it works. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Now, will it work? I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. But it's like, hey, I've got the time. Why don't we try gardening? I think that could be fun. But happy pizza sounds like a plan too. So I guess, I'll eat some happy pizza and then I'll be a happy gardener and then my plants will be happy and they'll produce fruit and veggies and we're all good. You out until we meet again. Okay, bye, Jose, bye. Hopefully? Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe a total flop. But I don't want to invest so much money and time into it, like if it doesn't work, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm going to start out doing the hydroponics with the bottles. But you can buy seeds. They've got nurseries out here. You can buy the seeds at the mall. In fact, I could just take the seeds out of I have red peppers that I buy and they got seeds in them. I think I'm just going to keep the seeds out of the produce that I've already bought, dry them out a little bit, and then try to sprout them in a little jar of water or something and grow some peppers. I think I'll start with that experiment first, and then we can try more seeds. Because I'd love to grow my own herbs, I love basil and all that shit. Well, the hardy plants in this zone, because it's always hot, they said like, I'm going to start with herbs first, Clark. So I'm going to go with like thyme, basil, maybe some mint. Yeah, you don't know until you try, Lily. Peppers, yeah, red peppers. Grow some for the happy pizza. You guys are so crazy. Okay, I'm going to grow red peppers for my happy pizza. How's that? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Again, I was looking up happy pizza locations. You guys got me distracted. Hold on. Let me go into Google Maps. So I'm gonna look it up on my laptop right now. You like my stickers? I love travel. To travel is to live. Born to travel. I will work for travel. I bought these magnets or stickers or whatever you want to call them. I bought them at the Malaysia airport, the Kuala Lumpur airport, when I was just hanging around waiting on my plane. I went into one of the gift stores and I said, oh man, I would love those, and put them on my laptop. Okay, so let's see. Let's look up Happy Pizza in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I'm looking it up right now as we speak. Happy Paradise Pizza. What the fuck? Oh shit, somebody wrote this comment. Food was great, beer was cold, and I slept great after that happy pizza. Oh no. Happy House Pizza. These are the name of the restaurants. Somebody wrote fresh ingredients, crispy crust, and flavors that hit the spot. Pink Elephant Happy Pizza. Oh shit. Pizzas were so yummy and smoothie was delicious. I bet it was delicious. Pizza Happy Family. Man, there's a bunch of them. Amazing Pizza Pub Restaurant. Okay, another Happy Pizza, Happy Family Barbecue. Okay, hold on. This is all different other places. Okay, so the actual pizza, Happy Pizzas, there's Happy Paradise Pizza. There's Happy House Pizza. And then the Pink Elephant Happy Pizza. Whoa, Happy Paradise Pizza. Okay, hold on. Pizza Happy Family, the Pizza Happy. Where the hell is Happy Paradise Pizza? Oh, it's down there by the river, guys. Figures. Here's a picture of it. You can get a half and a half. Oh, that looks good, bro. That looks fucking good. Let's see how much they are. They got the calendar, they got the menu on here. Let's see if I can pull the menu up. Damn. Their shakes they range from $1.50 to $2.50 for a shake, depending on what you get. Let's see how much the pizzas are. Appetizers, soups, drinks. Yeah, banana shake's only $1.50. Get a medium pizza for $8. That's all I need. A large is $11.50. A small is $4.50. So you can get a small for $4.50. You get a medium for $8, or you get a large for $11.50. That's not bad. And a drink for $1.50. Not bad. Happy Pizza. You guys are killing me, bro. Okay, so like you said, my first time, I should probably have it delivered. And then we're gonna eat it live on the live stream. And we'll see if I start acting goofier than I normally do. Oh my God. That's gonna be some shit, bro. I don't know, man. You got me so scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And T. Patrick says, you'll be flying on cloud 9. No boarding pass required. Oh my God. I haven't been high like that in like over a year. Like I'm scared, bro. I'm gonna get a small because I don't want to like, as much as I love pizza. Clark, I think you will have a blast. Gen X style. That blows my mind. I can't believe they have pizza shops out here they make with weed. I wonder, do they just put the THC juice in it, or do they actually grind the bud and actually Just mix it in the sauce or some shit. I wonder how they make it. Just curious. Do they just sprinkle it on top of the pizza? I was saying, is it liquid or is it actual flour? I'm wondering what they use on the pizza. But I mean, just from the picture, you saw the picture, it looks like a regular pizza. So they must mix it in the sauce or some kind of shit. That's probably what they do. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. That's probably what they do. Y'all making me break my streak. Of course, I've already broke my sober streak with the damn rum balls. I had no idea it was going to be that strong. But yeah, I wouldn't buy them again. I don't like all that. You will tell us when you order it and have it delivered live stream. You can give us a food review. I know, it's a fantastic idea, Clark. I'm going to do it. I know, Alex, right? How can it be legal? I don't fucking know. That's a good question, because it's illegal to actually buy the weed on the street, but yet you can buy it in a pizza? I mean, Cambodia's a little bonkers, you know what I mean? It's a little weird out here. Then let us know if it is the buds, oil, or butter. It might be the butter. Shit, I didn't even think about that. It could be mixed in the butter. Come back to USA. We have Karen people. Love your handle. I'll be back. I'll be back at the end of next year. Don't worry. Just for a visit. That's it. Alex, maybe that's just a tourist thing. Yeah, but I mean, Cambodians probably eat it. I bet they do. T, I must abstain from happy pizza, booze, and women over there. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Clark says, take home some butter for your evening biscuits. Shit. I don't eat bread, so now I'm not going to take no butter home. I mean, eat bread every now and then. Like, you know, I'll buy like those baked goods and shit. But I don't like to buy bread and butter. Butter's expensive out here, guys. You wouldn't think so, but they sell margarine, but they want like $4 for a little tube of margarine, if I'm saying it right. Real butter's even more money. Butter's not a thing out here. Same thing with cheese. Cheese is expensive out here. That's why I don't eat it. I don't have either one of it. Bread's heavy. Yeah, I'm not a big, it's like every now and then I'll get a craving for fresh bread. So I'll go to the bakery, like at the mall or something, they make fresh baked bread, or I'll go to a specialty bakery out here and I'll get fresh baked bread because I just crave it, you know? But most of the time I stay away from bread. I don't eat pasta, I don't eat bread. Now when I go out, if I want some noodles, I'll get a meal with noodles. If I want some rice, I'll get a little something with rice. I'll tell you what's really good out here, guys, is the mango sticky rice. That's another video I want to do. There's a place down by the river that they sell mango sticky rice, and they're the only ones that make the rice blue. As blue as my shirt. I kid you not. They mix the rice with what's called butterfly tea, and butterfly tea is blue. So it looks like a blue dyed rice, and then they got the cut up mango next to it, and they got some kind of white, creamy like dressing that they mix in. It's like a coconut, I think, kind of creamy coconut sweet thing that they mix it in the rice and they put it on the side that you can pour on your mango. Fuck, it's so good. Oh my God. It's the best mango sticky rice I have ever had here in Phnom Penh. And there's other places that serve it, but they don't serve it like they do with the blue. It's good. It is easier to find healthier food out here. You're absolutely right. Yeah, butterfly tea, Alex. That's what they call it. Is it from butterflies or is it just, it's just the name. No, it's not made from butterflies. I don't think. No. Tiger Eye, wow, sounds fantastic. Yeah, it is. It is. Blue rice. It's awesome, man. It's the color of my shirt. I am not joking, man. It's a lighter blue, but see this like light blue? That's the color of the rice. So you guys I have to do that. So besides the happy pizza, we'll have to do a foodie tour for that blue mango sticky rice. In fact, I was thinking about doing that yesterday, but I ended up going to that other restaurant. You want to see that? Okay. 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 I'll put it on the list. So we got to do the happy pizza and we got to do the blue mango sticky rice. I will put it on the list. I promise you guys. We're going to make that shit happen, okay? We're going to make it happen. You going to be looking out for it too? Love the eyeballs there, Tiger Eye. Love the eyeballs. What else is, there's another place I want to take you guys. Euro Park. It's Cambodia's version of Europe, replicated. It's free to get in. They actually have a mini Eiffel Tower. They have the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's all replications of different landmarks from all around the world in this park. And then they have like restaurants and coffee shops around it. And the way they did it is so fucking cool. I think you guys would love that live stream too. He likes your eyebrow, Alex likes Tiger Eye's eyeballs. Yeah, they are cool. Listen guys, I'm just going to mention real quick, there's many ways to support the channel, just to let you know. It's everything from a thumbs up to going to a membership and everything in between. So if you feel it in your heart to support me and the channel, any and all of that is greatly appreciated. Now back to the program. I just thought I'd throw that in there. So yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah. So I want to do the Euro Park. I want to take you guys out there and show you that. I want to show you along the river. I don't think I've done a live stream yet along the river. And the only reason I haven't done it is because when it's bright and sunny out, it heats my phone up really bad. So I have to wait for a good time to go do it. Like when the clouds start rolling in. Like right now, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But I could take you down by the riverfront and I could show you where the ferry docks and goes to the little island across there. Shit, I was even gonna go across to the island and show you around the island there. So that's another thought I had. I have a lot of little plans stored. Maybe I should go to Thailand. I've already been to Thailand. On my initial travels, I've been to Thailand a few times. I've already been to Bangkok. Of course, I'd like to see more of it. I wasn't there that long, but that was Chiang Mai. I'd like to go outside of Chiang Mai. I'd like to go to Pai. It's a smaller, like hippie town. I'd like to go see that. I've been to Koh Samui, but I'd like to see more of the island side of it. Yeah, the islands. Koh Samui, and there's another island that's right next to it that's smaller. I went there for some kind of night festival. In fact, I made a video about that. If you go it reaches way back. Look on my playlist under Thailand, and it shows me at that festival. People were fucking crazy out there. It's mostly a 20-something scene, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of young people out there just smoking weed and drinking beer and just, they're all in their, Instagram clothes, taking their pictures by the sunset of the beach, and they're doing acrobatics on the beach. And then you had, what was cool though about it, they had a drum line and they were just bongoing it like crazy, doing the bongo dance and shit, and hey, singing and shit. And everybody was out there and, that wanted to dance. They were out there just dancing to the bongos. I'm just filming it. I'm like, I ain't getting out there. These people look nuts. But I filmed that and I have a video. So if you guys are interested in that, it was interesting. I mean, there was this one girl, y'all guys might want to check this out. This one chick had a booty and she had on her little string bikini. And she was out there shaking her ass, man, to the beat of the drums. And I was like, damn, girl, you go, girl. You go. Wish I had a booty like that. Fuck, man, it was all over the place. No wonder all the guys were like, They're all high. They're just looking at her ass going, whoa, baby, whoa, shake it, you know? And she was like dropping it real low and getting up. And I was like, damn, this girl's like limber as fuck. There was even a naked man laying on the beach. Got him on film too. Now, I didn't show his front. He was actually all naked, but he was laying on his stomach, okay? And here's what's really sick though. He was down further on the beach, and there was a family was hanging out in the wind with these kids right next to him. I didn't think that was too cool, but I got that on film too. I was like, these people are nuts. He must have been from Europe. I'm just saying, who else would do that? Nobody else was out there naked, but he was. Clerk says, would like to know more about the local neighborhoods in Phnom Penh. This would be useful when searching for an expat crib. Okay. Information like distance to healthcare, shopping, gym. Ah. Okay, okay. Distance to healthcare, shoppings, and gyms. Okay. All right, Clark, let me add that to the list. I will be that. Lily, are you freaked? I know, isn't that freaky? Let me see. Let me see. I don't know if I can copy your thing. No, I can't copy it. I'll have to type it out. Hold on, let me type it out real quick on my little notepad that I got here. So, learn about local neighborhoods. Okay, like info, distance to healthcare. You mean like hospitals and shit? I'm sure that's probably what you mean. Shopping, gym. Okay. There's lots of gyms in the area, and there's lots of shopping. Just depends on what you're looking for. Also, don't want to move to a neighborhood that is loud or floods seasonally. Good luck. I mean, even my neighborhood, even though it sounds quiet right now, but I mean, it has its rowdy moments. Like when people come home from work and school, like anywhere between 4 to, I'd say 8, maybe sometimes 4 to 9 o'clock at night, they get rowdy out here. And this is a quiet area of town. But then it just seems like somebody just waved a magic wand, and the whole neighborhood gets dead silent at 11 o'clock at night. Everybody goes to bed because they got to get up early the next day. No vendors, nothing. I've been out on my porch after 11 o'clock at night, and you can see the stars and everything. The whole neighborhood is just on lockdown. It's just super quiet. There's nobody out there walking, no talking. There's not even a dog out there barking. It's such an opposite between daytime and nighttime. It's crazy. It's really cool. Now, if you're further in town near the city, it's going to be louder longer because that's where all the tourists, the bars are out there. Like, you don't want to be near a riverfront. If you want it quiet, do not get a crib near the riverfront because that's where all the tourists hang out. That's Sleazy Street. That's where the hookers are. That's where the bars are. That's where all the big restaurants are. That's not really a place to live, in my opinion, because I like it quiet too. But the further you get away from the river, you can find pockets of nice neighborhoods. In fact, I was thinking about also doing, speaking of finding a crib, there's a place right down the street from me called North Park Condominiums. I was wondering if I could get in there and do some filming of that place. It's a gated community. Now it says on their sign outside, the whole place is furnished. You can buy a condo for $80,000. I think a studio, it starts at 80 grand. 0 interest. And it's $500 a month. So I was like, what? Now I don't know if they actually rent them out, but I would like to get the scoop on that and give it to you guys. So I was thinking of doing a video about that. So if you're interested in that, give me a thumbs up. It's right down the street from me. Because that may be something I might be interested in. So, good info. Glad you like it. Makes sense. I want to rent a house. I have a dog. Okay, Clark, you're bringing your dog? Remember, there are strays out here, okay? A lot of them aren't fixed. Be careful. Don't leave your dog out. Same thing, like, I know there's expats with dogs and they keep their dogs indoors most of the time. They take them out on a leash to do their business, but you just gotta be careful with your dog. That's all I gotta say. Thumbs up, you like that? Okay, cool. Well, let me put down North Park condos on here. We'll get into that. And that'll sort of tie into your thing, Clark, about learning about local neighborhoods. And I could maybe do a video about this, and I could tell you how far away I am from the closest hospital, from shopping. I could sort of tie that into the video. So that may be a move. Okay, you guys are giving me ideas. That's great. That's great, man. Okay, I like that. Tiger Eye, good. I got another thumbs up. Cool. Okay, so you don't, Clark says, I don't want to buy, only rent a house, but that is good information. It would make a good video. Yeah, I don't want to buy either because I don't want to own anything out here. You know what I mean? That could get sticky. I'd rather just rent. Yes, make some videos about places for sale at $500 a month. Okay. Or you mean places to rent? Because you said you didn't want to buy. You mean places for rent, right? For $500 a month? I'll try to get a good range. Like, I think this place out here is $500 a month to actually buy it, but I think you can get into a rental cheaper out there. It might be about $350 a month, like what I'm paying. Okay, you want to rent. Okay. Okay, I'll write that down. About no more than $500 a month. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys. Sounds like it's a rent to buy. It could be, I don't know. It could be a rent to buy. But this says on the sign, locals and foreigners. Turnkey, ready to move in. It's got furniture. It's got pools. It says that every block, there's like a bunch of apartments, like all buildings back in there. And every block where there's a building, there's a pool. Believe it or not. So every apartment block has its own pool. And there's got to be, from what I've seen, at least 10 buildings back there. So there's 10 pools attached to these buildings. Like, I want to get in there because, like I said, it's a gated community, but I drive past it all the time and I see that sign, but I've never seen what it looks like on the inside. And I'm even fucking curious. I'm like, I need to get in there and check this place out. Okay, Tiger Eye, bye. Take care. We'll see you another time. Thanks for stopping in. Clark says, I will pay more than $500 for the right house with a fence. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking if you're going to be in Phnom Penh, you might be able to get a villa that's sort of further out, but you're not going to actually get a house. I mean, it's mostly condos and apartments out here. But yeah, you're looking something with a fence because of your dog. Okay. I get it. I get it. Lily, $500 per month sounds a lot for it being overseas. Well, not really, because you do get a lot of quality for that. Like I said, you're getting your own pool. I think utilities are included. It's a gated community, which I don't even have a gated community. So you're getting all the luxury. They got well-manicured lawns. That's what $500 a month will get you. Wait till you see this place. Go to that gated community, be assertive. I bet they will let you make a video. Yeah, well, if they want the publicity and they want foreigners to come and buy or rent from them, I'll bet you they'll do it. Oh, I won't be assertive. I'll just be sweet. I'll be like, hey, I'm interested in possibly buying. I'm interested in renting, but I may be possibly buying And I have a YouTube community that may be interested in your property as well. Do you mind showing me around? Is it okay if I could do some videoing, videography of your property, and maybe you could show me an apartment? Do you mind doing an interview with me? Your girl gonna sweet talk them. But if they don't speak good English, that may not work. But maybe they'll at least let me film the inside and the property and all that shit. Then I can get the scoop and share it with you. Tell them you're members of your channel requested a viewing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell them that. Because a lot of times, when you tell a Cambodian you have a YouTube channel, they get pretty impressed. Like, oh, you have YouTube? They get a little excited. Some of them don't want to be on camera, they just don't want to have nothing to do with that. And then others, they're all in the camera. Like, they ain't got no problem with having that camera on them. And besides that, I could tell them, I say, look, I live down the street. If I see that you have a good deal, if you can beat $330 a month for a 1-bedroom and I get a pool, brother, I may be moving in. I love my landlady, but then again, I sort of want to get her 50% off deal. That's what's sort of keeping me here. Yeah, they will love you. Yeah, I may try that. I may try that, guys. I think that's the move. But yeah, good ideas, guys. I'm glad I'm getting some ideas from you. About interviewing people, about learning about the local neighborhoods. Okay, we got the North Park condos on the list. So I'll be busy. I'll see if I can line that up next week. Cool, I want to rent an apartment with a pool. Yeah, there's a lot of options out here, guys. Taste test at home with the Happy Pizza. Oh wait, I didn't write that down. Shit, let me write that down too. You guys gonna have me busy up in here. Taste test with Happy Pizza. Showing us your hydro garden. Yeah, I'm gonna get that going too. Hydro garden. All kinds of good things coming up. Gonna be a crazy show. You think of anything else? Good stuff though, guys. Good stuff. You can think of anything else, let me know. Damn, I can't believe it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm surprised my phone held out this long, but it's getting down. Still holding out pretty good. You go, girl. Thanks, Lily. I try. Alex, drive around PP in a tuk-tuk and film. King, are we back? Are we back? Because I'm back. I'm back again. We will ask them questions and they will be happy that you are live streaming their property. It's buffering. Yes. I'm back. Can you hear me? Yes. Yay. Hey, that's a great idea, Clark. You guys ask some questions while we're live streaming the property. Oh, that's really fucking cool. That's a great idea. If they'll go for it, that would be cool. Why would they have anything to hide? If they have a beautiful place and they want to rent it, why not? Need that extension cord. You are back. Reese, don't go. I'll try not to. I actually got to piss really bad, guys. I never live streamed this long. Can you see me now? Stream's freaking out. I'm connected. I don't know. I guess I'm losing you guys. Gotta go have breakfast. Love you, Tammy. Okay, love you too, Alex. Bye. Can see you now. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, go have breakfast, Alex. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you. Appreciate the guys that are sticking around. Wow. Y'all are real troopers. You're not kidding, you're night owls. Holy shit. You're back. Yeah. Where did I go? I'm back, Monty Dreams. What can I say? You can stick around more? Oh, okay. I thought you were going off to have breakfast. I guess you can eat and have breakfast. I mean, you can eat and watch me at the same time, right? I can eat and chew gum at the same time. Dare stick me in the mouth. I don't know. I'm getting goofy now. I was getting goofy. But man, that's some really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. But like you said, shoot it early. You were buffing, but now that you are back, I can eat later. No. Go eat. Don't eat because I'm online, okay? I don't want anybody starving and passing out on me here. I don't want to be held liable. Okay, so shoot, live stream early at condos. Okay, I'll see if I can do that. T. Patrick, I'm out. See you next time. Okay, bye. Take care, T. Catch you next time, brother. Brother from another mother. Okay. See some people bailing out on me there. Yeah, so we got some good plans. Yeah, I'm trying to bring you all aspects of Phnom Penh. Like, I want you to see the food scene, the coffee scene. Now, I don't do drinking. I don't go to bars and shit, so I'm not going to bring you the bar scene. That's going to be a whole nother vlogger who probably likes to film that stuff. That's not me. That's not my style. But I want to show you the food, the coffee shops. I want to take you around to see places to live. We'll try to line that up and just give you a feel of what it's like to actually live here before you get here. I'm doing it. You can do it too. Oh, traveling in a tuk-tuk and shoot a video? I mean, I could try it, Alex. I'm just thinking like me holding the phone and the tuk-tuk's all over the place. It's going to be bouncing like this. So all you're going to see is the camera just jumping. So I don't know if that's going to be a great idea. We can try it. It might work. It might not. Now, of course, when he stops in traffic, I can shoot around and you guys will be able to see it. So hopefully the camera would stay good. We could try it. We could actually try it. I'm not going to do anything tomorrow because I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow, but Friday, it's about a 20-minute drive to the mall. So maybe we can start there. Maybe I can shoot the live stream while I'm taking my tuk-tuk drive through the city. Do you guys want to do that? Now, the only thing with that is I have to be careful holding my camera. I can't hold it like out of the tuk-tuk because anybody can come by and snatch your camera. You have to be super careful. So I'll have to like hold it close to me. So I don't know how, I mean, I could just do this and try to get you a good bird's eye perspective, but I can't be holding it out of the tuk-tuk. There's no way. I'll lose my camera for sure. Oh, you want to grocery shopping? Okay. I don't think they would mind me filming in there. I go to that new Super Duper. I might be able to do that. I could show you around the Super Duper where I'm shopping at now, what the prices are. I really don't want to put the camera on the workers, but maybe we can work around that. It's a smaller store, but I might be able to do that. Yeah, no shooting from a tuk-tuk. Like I said, I think it's possible that I can hold it close to my chest. I'll sit in the middle of back of the tuk-tuk, so nobody's gonna reach in and grab my camera. It's just if you're being stupid and you're sort of hanging your camera out the window, that could be a problem. But if you're just like holding it close to you and I could just shoot it like this, I can get some good angles. I think it's doable. I think you guys will like that. I think I'll try it. I'll try it. If I feel it's not safe, then I'll just cut the live stream real fast. But if I feel it's good and we can do it the whole way up to the mall, I think that would be a cool thing to do. That could be the first idea. Don't worry, Alex. I got this. Okay. I got this. I think that'll work. Shit, now my laptop's running out of charge. Oh my goodness. But yeah, guys, it's been 2 hours, so I appreciate everybody that's come aboard, but I think I'm gonna have to call the ball because your girl ain't used to a 2-hour live stream, and I'm surprised my camera's holding up as long as it is. We're doing good though. But thank you for everybody that's tuned in. So I'm gonna end it right now. This was a marathon. We had a good time, got a lot of good ideas, we got a lot of good talking points. I appreciate you, everybody that came in that's new, everybody that's always coming in on my live streams. You know I love you, and take care. So guys, if you're in a sleepy time zone, it's time for you to go nighty-night. Because your mama says go to sleep, get some sleep. Yeah, nighty-night, Clark. So I'll catch you in the next one. In fact, stay tuned. I may do one from the grocery store tomorrow, and I'll probably do the tuk-tuk thing going to the mall on Friday. You're welcome. It was a great chat. Lots of new ideas for new videos. Let's see if we can make it happen, guys. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.